Go ahead.
Just be advised, I did check and we did deal with the same female yesterday at this address for a similar issue visiting after hours. Is there a squad that's able to back 174?
I can advise.
Copy. And sending health information to your laptop.
Three confirmed. Just a stop and ID at this point.
Well, welcome back. We're on patrol again. We wanted to come out and do a little early evening patrol, in large part just to see how the camera worked during the more daylight hours. We have a good sense as to how it works later in the night. Tonight I have a special guest, one of our deputies who has served as an analyst for Joe, how many years have you been an analyst in Emmerich?
About 10 to 12 years.
10 to 12 years, and solved a lot of crime. I got to tell you, we have a really crack crew of analysts at the sheriff's office, and previously they staffed what's called the real-time information center, and they're there to help officers on the street, but they also analyze and dig into social media and other databases to help solve crime. And Joel has one of the greatest minds for knowledge of all these crimes. Some people just have the ability to remember things and link the dots. So every Thursday, Joe's unit gives me a briefing on all new crime that's going on, and any crimes that are being solved, and it's quite amazing how they can pull all the dots together. It reminds me of Chloe. If you ever watched that show on 24, how the analyst Chloe, well, that's really kind of how we built this unit, with access to a number of legal databases and also social media access, because a lot of these criminals nowadays, especially some of these gang members, they're broadcasting on social media on a regular basis. And it's great to have somebody that can go in there and monitor. We have a number of people in this unit. It's now called the intelligence unit. It's not the type of intelligence unit like on Chicago PD. It really is just information, generally public information, and in other databases. So, Joe, just your working with gangs, are you even surprised at how much they put on their Facebook pages for showing gun? I know you guys show me stuff where they're displaying guns and everything all the time.
Not anymore. It's mainly younger members, and a lot of the older, more established guys, individuals do not put stuff because they're smarter, but it's not surprising or uncommon. People as young as 14, 13, 15, 16 posing with guns. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked myself, how they pose with guns. But you've seen the trend here in the last year or two of rap videos, right?
That's correct.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that in terms of the competition and the rivalry that goes on?
Well, a lot of times members post rap videos on YouTube, and then they share it on social media, Facebook or Snapchat, and sometimes they do it to taunt their rivals, and those just escalate to further problems eventually because of people taking offense or something. And a lot of times these videos have hidden code messages in these rap videos, so a lot of it's like inside baseball stuff where only certain people know what that really means.
Yeah, talk a little bit about some of the recent rap videos that you see, and in fact, go ahead and, without naming individuals, talk about some of the gangs that we know are out there on the east side and the Selby, sort of the nicknames without inappropriate names. Just kind of tell us about some of the gangs that we're seeing throughout St. Paul.
Yeah, sure. There's the SBG, Ville Gang. They're on the west side. They just did a couple of rap videos. A lot of the east side, a gang called Menace Gang posted a video recently. And again, they do this, and there's always a hidden message within these rap songs where it's inside baseball, where certain people know what they mean, and it's oftentimes to taunt their rivals.
Well, Joe, you're working in a unit that really has become sort of experts in gangs. I know your boss, Mike Martin, is one of the leading gang experts in the Midwest area, and he's the undersheriff in charge of the regional services. But tell us about the names of the gangs that are out there now in St. Paul.
Well, you have the East Side gangs, which is a collection of East Side, the older East Side boys. There's a Ham Crazy, there's Greasy Gang, there's Menace Gang, and those are all on the East Side. Then you have West affiliated gangs, which Shooter Boy Gang, which is SBG and Ville. You have the Hit Squad on the West Side, and then you have your more traditional on that's called the Selby-Siders. And the Selby-Siders are like a collection of gangs. There's a bunch of subsets within Selby-Side. They have been somewhat relatively quiet recently, so mainly the East Side gangs and the West Side gangs have been really active.
So, how much of the violence and the murders do you think in the last 2 years has sort of had some gang connection to it?
Quite a few. I would say a lot.
Well, what percentage? Like 50, 60, 70?
More towards the 70 to 75%.
75%.
Your egg assaults, your shots fired calls, a lot of those are retaliatory in nature. They stem from some other incident, and it's people looking for retaliation on these shots fired or egg assaults.
Actually, I saw on Facebook that the gangs were posting, a couple days ago was the anniversary of Mezzy Ross's murder on Rice in Winnipeg, right? By the Winnipeg Market?
That's correct. It was his birthday.
Was that a year ago then?
It'll be a year in September.
A year in September.
Just about a year.
Yeah. So it was his birthday in August. Well, last year, the end of August was when the increase really started for us. They had a huge increase in homicides in August and September.
That's correct. I don't remember the exact number, but there was a huge uptick from August until the end of the year. I think almost half the murders.
So we are going north on Victoria from Summit, and for those of you, oh, by the way, if you're watching us, if you wouldn't mind sharing this live video, I know there's a lot of people that didn't get notified. We did tell people that we would be on Friday at 9/11, but we didn't notify many people about this video. So if you don't mind sharing the live video so that people can find out that we're actually on the day. I think we're going to do a regular Friday at 9/11 every weekend, and then sort of jump in sometime in the week, not really posting the time. It all depends on everything else that goes on. So anyhow, we're on channel 1. Remember, just to review, there are 3 channels in St. Paul. Channel 1 is the western portion of the city. Channel 2 is the central Rice Street, downtown and west side. And channel 3 is the east side. And then up in the suburbs, there's Ramsey County West, Ramsey County West, and Ramsey County Central. And in the west is Mounds View, New Brighton, Roseville. Central is the Sheriff's Office and the 7 cities we police. And then in the east is the Maplewood Police Department, North St. Paul, and White Bear. Now, just back to the gangs, just so we're clear. I've been on this job since '77, and really the gangs started here in the '80s, really influenced by, the gangster disciples that moved here. But I have to say that the best way to stop the gang growth is to have youth programs. I mean, it's a 3-pronged approach: prevention, intervention, and suppression. I mean, we need to be arresting the most violent and the ones that refuse to stop shooting, but we also need to be helping kids grow and develop. And whether it's reading programs or sports programs, we need to do much more than what we're doing. And so I just want to give a little shout out to one of my heroes that's out there. Demontre Davis has been working with kids, and his basketball team is going to several championships. And it's the one true way to slow the gang growth down, is to have kids have some positive activities and role models. We have a program at the sheriff's office as well, but nobody's doing it better than Mr. Davis. So thank you for all your work there. You can go on his Facebook page and see the videos of his kids practicing all the time. So we're coming up on Victoria and University. And remember, we also have a phone that you can text us questions. It's 651-448-3810. 448-3810. If you want to text us any questions, we love to have them. And we can't really read. We can't really read those comments.
Overly Grove, 694, Minnesota Plate, 725, Union George, William.
Silver Lake 694.
All right, so far a nice night. Beautiful night. I hope the video is working okay. So there's a trial right now going on down in downtown St. Paul. And, we got some painting going on out here. How's it going? He's working hard, huh?
That's that Facebook guy.
Bob Fletcher, yeah.
I know who you is.
How's it going?
All right.
Did you see our show on Facebook?
Yeah.
Well, come on over. We're live right now.
Yeah, I've been watching
You watching it? Oh my goodness. I'll turn around and come back.
As long as you keep the city right, you good.
Well, there's a guy. He's on the corner watching our show.
Bravo 446.
Oh boy. Well, actually, we do know from some of the comments that even some of the gangsters are watching now. And a couple of them sent some comments. I hope if you do choose to comment, which is great, we love the little bit of humor, a little fun, but let's all be respectful on the comment page. And let me see. Something happened to that camera? Or is it okay?
Should be good.
Let's all be kind to each other. That's the key to life. I heard there were a couple calls. We're looking for a stolen car tonight. Looking for a gray Ford Fusion that was taken from just a little bit ago at the Phelan Golf Course. 505 LSY Lima Sierra Yankee. That's our. This used to be here at Grotto. Used to be the old Badger Lounge. Pat will be with us on Friday. I know Pat's got his own fan club now after last Friday. And Joe's younger and better looking though. So.
Well, I was just thinking I got some big shoes to fill after Pat from last Friday. So.
Well, yeah. But you're a brain trust, Joe, that you know so much. So let's just go back and say hi to these guys. It's kind of them to be watching while they're working.
Bravo 493.
I don't know how that sun is on the camera, but looks like we're just below the sun there, so we could at least find out who this gentleman's name is. Metro, T-Mobile. I don't know if Andre Robinson's listening, but my good friend Andre, it's where he pays his bill on a monthly basis. He's one of our gang intervention experts.
8844, quickly.
All right, let's see if they want to visit with us. See how the night's going. Hey guys, how's the night going?
I just had some friends text me. They said they seen me.
Oh, I don't know if they saw you. The camera's going that way, but they might have heard you.
They said they seen me.
Hey, well,
They say I'm a superstar.
you are a superstar. What's your name?
Mr. Carter.
Carter. Nice to meet you. How come that guy is he painting up there or what? That's a lot of work.
Keep the community straight, ain't you?
We're trying to, Mr. Carter, trying to keep
I'm about
every.
to tell my cousin Melvin.
Yeah, please do. I used to work with his dad, you know. Yeah, oh man, here we work together. I'm way too old. Who's that gentleman with you?
I've been in this community 51 years.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Who's that guy?
His name's Tupac.
Tupac. Oh yeah.
Tupac's back.
Can he rap?
Oh, yeah, he got skill. Tupac's back.
Mr. Carter, thank you for watching us tonight.
Right along to keep the streets good, man. I'm too old to be running this fight now. I'm
Hey, if
gonna
you
call you first.
text this number 651-448-38. Well, you got it already?
I already got you.
God bless. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
529, checking your status.
That's one nice thing about working during the daylight hours.
360 to 391 Rob
Just
Street,
get
south, the next 27.
A lot of nice people out here. A lot of nice people. That was nice of Mr. Carter to flag us down. His friends called him and told him that he was on TV. I didn't even know if we got him in that shot, but
7-1.
we better go by Reverend Spence's house real quick.
We're on scene. We're not finding the large amount here. If you could call the cop.
So actually, it's kind of funny that we're here. We're coming up on.
Copy.
Let's talk a little bit about the Sean Jones murder. There's a trial right now going on downtown. It's opening statements were yesterday. I don't know if they finished them today. And Sean Jones died. When was that? When was he killed?
This one occurred October 28th of 2019.
Last year. We were right in the middle of our big growth. And where, I know there was some, the cops were called to what location?
That was at Kent and Central.
Kent and Central. So we're Kent's on the other side of Dale Street, and then where was he found?
Well, that's where he was found at Kent and Central. But would just like to mention about 15 minutes before that shooting, Mr. Jones and several others were filming a rap video, live streaming it.
And then, his car was riddled with bullets, right?
That's correct. I think about 10 to 11 40 cal bullets.
40 cal bullets. And then was he dead at the scene?
I think he was transported where he later died at the Regents Hospital. But there was a second victim as well.
So I got to tell you, this is an amazing story. If you follow this case in the newspaper, what's amazing part about this is there was a suspect vehicle that was seen, right, Joe?
That's correct.
What was that?
It was a white van.
White van. Now, our analyst that worked with Joe, the team, actually found the van and figured out. Well, it's a little complicated how they found it, but we have several databases of license plate readers and others, and they found that van out in Oakdale, and they were able to determine the license plate at a later date. So we're on Fuller and St. Albans. Just head up to Central, and so they found the van and they were able to identify the owner, and two people got charged, right? What happened? So
that's correct. So 2 were charged. So they located the white van in Oakdale, and I think they were caught on surveillance camera. According to the criminal complaint, they were caught on surveillance camera at the apartment complex. They were cleaning the inside of the vehicle. They removed the license plates and threw something in the dumpster. And then later on, the investigators observed Marcus Baker wearing similar clothing
3101
to the driver seen on the video.
yeah, so that trial is going on right now, and I got to tell you, if it wasn't for the analyst, one of our analysts, Francois, is going to testify in that trial about how they identified the car. And that's, this is kind of funny, right on the top here of Central and St. Albans. It's a little crest of a hill. And when the gangs first started back in the early 80s, one of the gangs that ended up calling themselves the Hilltop Hustlers, or short, the Hilltoppers. And it's because I won't put any names in, it's because they resided at the top of the hill here. It's a small little hill. And that gang was in conflict with another gang called the Nikes for Life. And so that was our earliest youth gangs, and of course we're talking back to 1980, that's 40 years ago. Some of those gangsters are now reformed, living good lives. I talk to them on a periodic basis, but a lot of these, they're frustrated. In fact,
Neighbor told the cop about 15 minutes ago.
Hang on a minute.
Brown sedan beat up left northbound on car.
So some of these older gangsters are frustrated that these younger kids are so violent and nonsensical. So we've tried to use them to talk to some of them. So, but not always with success lately. We'll make sure we're quiet enough so you can listen to the radio as we patrol to the West District.
41 in custody, 1932.
So we're northbound on Grotto at Sherburne.
3926 and 3930.
26. 30.
2485 Apollo Boulevard on a harassment complaint. The cop is being harassed by neighbors at the smoking area. The neighbors are telling the cop that she can't be there. Per the cop, they may be aggressive with PDs, about 6 people in the area.
6 copy. 30 copies.
Coming up on Willards, looks like they got a tent out front. Have a little barbecue.
361.
How's it going, guys? Good.
Admins will play 227 Victor Papa Whiskey to the call.
Copy, 1930.
Oh. How are ya? You know, I had Pat out. We had Pat ride with us on Friday. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
So this is Joe.
How you doing?
She's
Good,
the owner,
good.
but we're gonna bring Pat back with us this Friday.
Okay.
We never got by here. I really apologize. So what do you got going here tonight?
Tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Looks great. Are you do this every? I mean, we don't get out this early usually. So do you always have a tent?
No, this is our first time being here.
It is.
Doing it like a donation thing, like for the neighborhood.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Good to see you again. I'll say hi to Pat. Thank you. Hi. How are you? What's going on, security? What? We're doing good. How about you?
Supposed to be in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it says female lane in the parking lot. You get a description of the female and a better location on that side here. Copy.
Yeah, if there's any new viewers out there, again, 6 different frequencies that we're monitoring. We're always on the one in the district that we're in. And then the numbers on the streets, just a reminder that the old school officers didn't have GPS, so we had to know exactly how many numbers there were in each block. So there's 240 numbers to every half mile. And Dale Street, for instance, coming north is 600 at Thomas here. So universities 480 plus. What's that, Joe? You hear something with that?
Speedway 2380.
I think it's just something. Drop something.
Okay. So it's a quarter mile from University to Thomas Street, and that's why we're up at 600 north. But Dale Street is 620 east and west. And then if we go another mile west to Lexington, that's 480. So that's 1100. And then of course Snelling Avenue is is 1580. 1580. So we'll go down here. There's a squad out up here. We got a CAD. We don't have our CAD open. But remember, CAD stands for Computer Aided Dispatch. So we can take a look at the notes and see what else is going on. Joe, maybe you can pull that up and just verify what we got here.
696.
696.
I'll be 10-8 report. Send me another parking complaint.
I have an abandoned vehicle at 1906 Dayton Avenue. It's going to be on the south side of Dayton, a black Ford Expedition, Minnesota plate, Mike Papa Frank, 95.
Copy, en route.
1936.
I want to change.
2607.
So this is just a traffic stop. This officer's out on traffic here in front of us.
Clear me report. And 6-8 will still be out as she graciously did my transport for me. 1937.
Looks like the driver might have some driving license issues.
Okay. I'm sorry, you calling?
Affirmative for a welfare check. It's in the area of 294 Clarence Street East. Comp advised that there was a vehicle driving by with a female passenger screaming. Male had female by the neck.
Yeah, it looks like that
Checking the area of
registered. The driver was revoked, right, Joe?
Gray and black Ford
Yeah.
pickup
Yeah, revoked,
with red
and
letters.
so
I'm sorry, can you put me on a team on PCM, please?
might be getting a tag or going to
Yeah,
jail.
please
But
take care of that as well.
we don't. During the COVID, we're not really arresting many people for revocation. But also, well, go ahead. What do you got there, Joe? Don't give the name, but what?
It looks like he had a felony warrant.
So what's the felony warrant? What was it for?
Trying to find that out.
Okay.
0 bond, so that means body only. Looks like for a violation of a no contact order.
Okay. Violation of a no contact order.
Bravo 375 EOT.
So remember, no contact orders are generally given in domestic cases. So the officer probably stopped the car, ran the plate, saw the person was revoked, and then the computer system will also tell us then if there's any warrants under the registered owner of the car. Sometimes the driver is not the registered owner, and that's problematic, but once you stop the car, then you run the registered owner's driver's license to see if they have any warrants. So based upon what we saw there, it looks like that felony warrant. The officer was getting, I think, some stuff out of the car just to make sure that they had all their personal items before they transferred to jail. And usually a no bail warrant means that a person has violated the judge's order a couple times, and because the first time they usually get some type of bail. But so we're by St. Agnes here. Still a beautiful night. What do we got for calls going here, Joe? What are the squads on?
Pretty low key so far. Violation for order for protection. Another one of those. Looks like a DOA. That doesn't sound
Yeah, I
good.
saw that. It looked like a 69-year-old guy that passed away.
That's correct. That's from earlier.
But they weren't sure. They didn't have any evidence of a heart attack, so they were handling it. If we have a health history and we know, some witnesses as to what happened, but and 69 is relatively young nowadays, so they might call an investigator or the medical examiner to come out and determine a cause of death if it looks like they don't have a clear cause of death, as opposed to when there's a person that has a long medical history. So, this is a nickel joint. I don't know, this has been around for ages. I was working the night think New Year's Day, that's a long time ago, 40 years ago, that Tommy Luger was shot. I think it was Tommy. You know, after 40 years, I could have forgot. Some of you might remember, but here at the Nickel Joint, some 40 years ago, Tommy Luger was shot and killed on New Year's Eve. Sad thing. Luger family of a well-known Rice Street family for years. So I'm actually enjoying being out when it's a little lighter. A lot of good people roaming around doing yard work, painting. Not a ton of calls right now, but everybody's just finishing up dinner. By the way, send us any text questions. We don't get to all of them, but 651-448-3810. 448-3810. Here's the parking lot that I often tell you about, that late at night I sit here at Charles and Arundel and pretty much help keep the community safe here, because there is some trouble. We'll have to drive up Rice Street, don't you think, Joe? Or
Absolutely, why not?
Right there, the Trade Chow was one of the original donut shops here in St. Paul. I can't remember if it was Winchell's or which one it was. Yeah, my old partner Mike Beeson and I used to get to work midnights, and they were cooking the donuts there. About 4:30 we could get some good donuts. So this was our beat. You know, obviously there's busy times and there's slow times. And back in my day, we didn't have many days off. We pretty much worked 6 days and then off 2. And if you had family obligations or off-duty work, you know, check our radio, make sure it's working. And family obligations or off-duty work, you know, you didn't get a lot of sleep, and it was tough sometimes to stay awake for the whole shift. I mean, the truth of the matter is, every cop that worked midnights for a lot of years, on occasion, I hate to say it, but everyone did, just had a hard time staying awake and might have dozed off for a second. And we had a couple cops who worked Rice Street, whose names who remain anonymous, Malone and Canoria, where once in a while they would doze off. And on one Saturday night they dozed off in a parking lot. It was empty, but when they called them out to work to go home, they said, well, we're going to be a little while. Well, it turns out they fell asleep in a church parking lot, and it started snowing, and their car was covered with snow, and the church, all the churchgoers, 7 o'clock mass, parked them in, and they couldn't get out. They couldn't get out to go home on the end of their shift. And that was the day. They turned their wipers on, and oops, you can't get out. Those guys were awesome cops, but even they got tired once in a while. Up Dale Street here a little bit.
453. Investigate transit lane, Westgate Drive.
Transit, please. Westgate Drive, 1925.
Now, Now, I do want to say that outside of that one squad car, we've only seen one transit cop. And I got to tell you, that's because they're all out on calls somewhere. They might not be like serious calls, but they have to take the reports. And there's not a lot of extra time to do proactive policing with the limited number of officers that they have. Where are we going?
The Rice Street.
I don't know.
Oh, we're going to go to this?
Well, just there's a squad on Central going.
5:30, you can clear me from here. I can back.
Just scroll up to the most recent.
100 Silver Lake Road, 311. 82-year-old male.
Got any twos up there?
Maybe the time.
What do we got there? That's
Clear, GOA.
159 Sherburne, narcotics. Open that one up.
Sherry on Warner Road, 1946.
What do we got going down on Sherburne, Joe?
2 to 3 people sitting on sidewalk in front of address, smoking drugs.
Well, not the most serious call, but something we always try to convince them to stop using drugs and move to their own space. Depends what they're using, of course. There are some drugs that are more serious of a felony than others. We're on Como, going southeast.
386.
386.
This is GOA. You can cancel that 364 to a dangerous condition. I'm not far from there.
364,
364 copies, no VWC.
Copy 947.
What else we got there, Joe? Anything?
Pretty low key, which is good.
Oh.
Very quiet.
So we're actually monitoring 6 different frequencies that encompass the entire county. And you can tell that so far the night is calm. I don't know. I think they know we're out here.
That could be. That very well could be.
We'll run through Rice and Pennsylvania on our way to that Sherburne call. See what's happening. I got a box of Twinkies delivered to me by Tom Barrett last week, and that was awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tommy. Remember last time we worked, we had a skimmer that was working the parking lot. That was skimming all the credit cards.
5184.
This tobacco shop next door.
602 Mounds View Avenue. 40-year-old female, possible accidental overdose. Unknown status. Caller's not on scene.
How's it going?
5184, copy. 86, copy. Just got one of that strike team lead in our car.
Strike 1, do you need additional steps?
1 code 4, 2 in custody.
Where are they at?
Code 4, 2 in custody.
Park in Litchfield. Traffic.
Oh, let's go up there. Strike 1's at Park in Litchfield?
Correct.
Strike 1, you can clear there as well. Thank you.
Clear.
Happy canceling the 10-2 at 1950.
I must have missed that because we didn't See, that's what happens. We didn't switch our radio over to the primary being on channel 2. So we were on channel 1 when they were talking. We missed what happened on channel 2. Usually we'll have 2 to 3 radios on, but it is kind of difficult to hear everything in the background. Hey, let us know how the video works when it's lighter. If you can tell supposedly the quality of the picture is supposed to be better when there's more light. But wouldn't mind knowing if you can tell the difference. Going up Rice Street here. Atwater.
.4480 right.
How's it going, guys? What's happening? Anything good? Good. Did we have a memorial for Mezzy here last week or not? 2 days ago, yeah. That was as his birthday? Yeah. Terrible thing. Terrible thing. Oh, that's not good. Too young, man. Way too young.
Why don't you put us back out on that small vehicle? We located it.
It's a nice night, huh? Pretty calm out. Pretty calm out. It's kind of quiet. You know? I said it's quiet.
It's a nice night. Calm. Yeah, low key.
Low key. Down low. No, I know. Yeah. Well, it is. It's got a Hemi. I don't know. The SRT's got like the 500 or something horsepower. This ain't the biggest one, no. No. But this is a police package, though. Yeah. It's got pretty good get up and go, but not as good. There's one bigger. There's one bigger.
That you guys got?
No, they don't make it in a police package. We can't get it in a police package. I think it's. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. What do you got planned for tonight? Anything?
Today?
Yeah.
Just
Hanging out. All right. Well, have a good night. We'll check on you later. Thanks. Oh, we're just driving down Winnipeg.
Southwest Wisconsin Temporary, Romeo 35. 382.
Copy the Wisconsin number.
Where are we headed? Park and... Where are we
Well,
going?
the next block over should be Park.
But are we going to Park and... Oh. Well, apparently they're here.
Checking your status.
They arrested a couple people here. It's a strike team, so my guess is that they knew who they were looking for.
We're code 4.
361, code 4 in Los Angeles.
How are you?
5183.
What'd you end up with?
5183.
What'd you get? Stolen van?
Replacing 6.
Good for you. 2 in there? 2? 2? You're good. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? I'm going to talk to this young guy over here. I haven't seen him for ages. Yeah, I am live, so I'll be, don't say anything nasty about me, Grundy. You're always live. You're live. You got cameras on as well. So what happened? You ran a plate, or tell our viewers what how this went down?
We were just taking a little break back here,
Yeah,
and this car just happened to go through the parking lot,
yeah.
and one of the guys ran the plate and came back stolen, so
Can't beat it.
got behind it and we were trying to get out, and luckily he didn't run or anything like that.
Because you can't catch them anymore.
We arrested him without incident.
We were having a cookie break. I just
Yeah.
ate 10 cookies, so it's a good thing we didn't have to chase
How's
them.
life been for you? Good?
Very
Good?
good.
Good. Well, we appreciate everything you're doing out here. It's, are these suspects anybody that's been part of that other carjacking crew, or not?
No,
that we
he's
know?
older.
Older?
Yeah.
Just
Known to us, but not for that.
yeah, not for that. All right. Well, we'll be backing you up tonight.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your work.
5184 arriving.
Two of St. Paul's finest. You heard them there. They were sitting on the corner of that Rice Street. They ran a plate of a van that went by. Turned out it was stolen. They were able to get 2 cars on it and able to stop it before the suspects ran. And so 2 are going to jail for auto theft.
5182.
So we are on Manitoba, going west from Sylvan.
One in and out of LAC.
We'll roll them up to the suburbs a little bit too. So Manitoba comes out here right in front of Bourne's Bar. You've been by there a few times before with me, and it's not. She looks like she's expecting some trouble. Somebody's screaming. Where's that screaming coming
Right
from,
here.
Joe?
Straight ahead.
No, I don't think so.
It's right here.
So we got a little argument going on over here.
30 and 30, I'm just west of Webster.
Copy.
I noticed that lady getting in that car had that look on her face like. Well, let's check with this Suburban here and see what's going on. What's the argument about? Was he yelling at you or her? You're just eating, huh? Yeah, he didn't seem too happy. You didn't seem too happy. You're sure there's no problem, though, you can see. All right, very good. No, St. Paul used to be. I'm with the sheriff's office now.
Right.
Bob Fletcher.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
See you. Well, let's check with this lady here. She was definitely make sure she's all right. Joe, why don't you ask her if she's okay?
Everything good here? You guys good? No arguing?
You okay, ma'am? Was he yelling at you or not?
Yeah, he was yelling at me, but it's okay.
What was the problem?
Huh?
Well, why was he mad?
No, I don't know him.
Oh,
He
well,
just was yelling, and I saw him talking to me. He was like, yeah, and I'm like, sir, I don't even know you.
yeah,
So he must have got me.
366 PPP.
yeah. Well, either that or he just got an anger problem, huh?
1032 Duluth.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
$2,000.
Have a good night. We'll see if that one lady is still in her car. She looked like she had a terrified look on her face.
523. 522.
If you
What
want
do you
to
do
get
that guy, Joe?
on the alarm door.
Yes, certainly do.
He is gone. How's it going, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
Everything all right? Somebody cooking some good food? I can smell it. Is that your mom?
Huh?
Is that your mom cooking or no?
No. This is my dad.
Oh, your dad. Tell him it smells good.
Yeah, have a good day.
Too.
174, this is going to be a bad address. Can you do a call there?
You guys need me to go pick anything up?
Copy 21.
I don't know. Lemonade,
523, you can be clear.
pizza,
Sausage and pepperoni.
sausage and pepperoni. I might, if you're here later, I might just send one
Put
by.
myself in 4471 on a
What time you think you want it?
Century Avenue North.
Hey, what?
Clear on that.
Well, it's already 8.
Copy.
It's already 8.
9:30.
Hey, where do you get your pizza usually down here?
Domino's. 9:30 before the store closes.
You don't like Mama's? Mama's Pizza?
Which Domino's?
I don't know.
Do they deliver here?
Yeah. No, go to the Domino's right there on Lobster.
Is there one on LARP? I don't use Domino's. I'm a Carbone's guy.
All right,
You
yeah,
know,
we need that.
I'm a Carbone's guy, but they don't deliver.
Pepperoni.
They don't sausage and pepper. They don't deliver as well as Domino's does. Whoa, 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 whoa!
We want it from anywhere.
Here's the thing: if I bring it 9:30, if I bring a pizza by 9:30, you in here, I'm eating it myself. You recognize any of these guys, Joe?
Very familiar, yes.
How's it going? Good. Anything good?
Everything's great. Just came to get some chicken.
Chicken? Good, good, good. Just don't come around that corner so quick next time.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Alright, my bad.
yeah, it's all right.
10-9.
There's no answer on callback to the count.
Copy GOA, I can take a 780 Aurora and advise.
Gonna have to seriously think about bringing a pizza back here at 9:30 for those guys. Little community policing. Community policing. Sausage and pepperoni, right, Joe?
That's what he said.
366 PPV.
366.
1541 Maryland.
Tell you what we gotta do here.
Copy 24.
We gotta call Tony at Mama's Pizza.
That's what, yeah.
Google that number. I'll call Tony.
I'm sure one of our viewers can post the number.
Oh, Mama's closes at 8:30. One of our viewers just told us, so we should probably bring the pizza sooner. So give me the number there on your phone, will you? We gotta get some ice cream later too from Dar's Double School. Oh, yeah, one of the viewers sent us the number. We're gonna call 489-2005.
4433. Squad Pack 2080 Rice Street at St. Paul Beverage Solutions for an audible alarm that covers the south office door.
Gonna run up there. There's an alarm at 2080 Rice Street.
Mama's Pizza.
Tony working?
No, he's already gone for the night.
He's gone for the night. Hey, can I order a pizza for pickup?
I'm sorry, we close at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I thought it was 8:30. That's all right.
No, 8 o'clock.
No
It's the
problem.
coronavirus.
It's coronavirus. All right.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
We'll catch you another time.
I'll go to Domino's, but you tell Tony Bob Fletcher said hi.
I will for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
So where are we at, Joe? Alarm? Where's that alarm at on Rice Street?
2080 Rice Street, St. Paul Beverage.
20. Read me the comments there. Just
Audible covers the south office door.
Audible alarm covering the south office door.
Attempting keys, no audio, video. That's all we got.
Good.
There's no audio or
Another
video.
downtown spot to assist at 209 East 4th Street. There's 3 people loitering in front of the business, blocking the door. One hit their head on the window and broke the sign.
524, copy.
So keep in mind, you remember that Maryland was 1,200. We go 1 mile north of Maryland. So we had 480 numbers. So 1680 is the border.
536, cancel, we'll take it.
At Larpenteur, 1680 is the border.
564.
And then if we were to go 1 mile north, remember,
Okay, thank you.
Larpenteur is really County Road A. So County Road B is 1 mile north of Larpenteur. So that would be 480 numbers north of Larpenteur. So it takes the 1680, add the 480, and obviously you got like 2160, and this address is
2080, I'm sorry.
2080. So we're 100 numbers south of County Road B. So we kind of know where we're going, you know, as we go there.
Strike one.
Strike one.
We're gonna use a little siren here.
Mile and a half will be going.
Normally not the greatest idea to be on the right when you got lights, so I didn't have lights on there. Alarms are 90% false alarms.
6-3. 6-5. 857 Phillips Center Drive. Nino's on a 60-year-old male unconscious.
The problem with people and lights is it's so confusing for people as to where they should go.
6-3.
Most of them know to pull to the right, some don't know what to do.
Advising.
We just went by Roselawn, that's half a way to County Road B. So that guy pulls over to the left.
Start 292-4, cover unit.
Alright, so this is 2000, we're going to 2080. So we are Beverage Solutions. Now, when we get here, we see there's tons of cars here, which tells us someone's working here. If there's no cars here, then we know, hey, no one's working. Now we see some of the workers out in the parking lot.
It did say it covers the south door, office door, so everything looks fine.
How's everybody? We got an alarm at the office. Is that up here? We have an alarm at the office. So is it that way? Oh, you were you were in there? Huh? Do you know the? Can you call the company and tell them? I know, but can you call them now? Yeah. Go call them and get the clearance there. So.
Yeah. No, my bad. I thought it reset.
What were you doing in there?
Somebody forgot to take our little tape off the door for the COVID testing and pulled it open after we set the alarm.
Oh, all right.
So you guys can joke about this all night.
Actually, that somebody was.
It was not.
You forgot to take the tape off? All right, Jess.
Well, I gotta keep you guys busy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell him to call the company and we'll clear it.
Okay,
Thank you very much. So you heard there, one of the employees reset it. We're gonna go on appropriate channel.
Which is east, right?
No, we're up there, and we're in Little Canada right now, aren't we?
I thought this is Maplewood.
Oh, maybe it is. Are we in Maplewood? Who's going to the call? Yep, Maplewood calls. Yep. 2400. We're at the beverage on 2080 Rice Street talking to the employees, and one of them forgot to properly reset the alarm when he left the office. You can clear it assisted.
2400 copy. 4433 and 4480. You can be clear.
Copy that. Thank you, sir. 4433, copy.
2011.
All right, well, we're gonna go up into the suburbs a little bit, as long as not a lot of activity in St. Paul right now. And Joe was right. On the east side of Rice Street here is Maplewood, and then on the west side of Rice Street is Roseville.
Advised, and then just throw me back on my off duty, please.
Copy, will do.
And then quickly we're going to cross over into Little Canada. When you cross County Road B, now we are in Little Canada, which the Sheriff's Office patrols Little Canada. That's one of the 7 cities we patrol. And,
X-ray arriving with Alina.
And again, Maplewood is south of County Road B, but Roseville is still on the west side.
174 717 North Snelling for a male urinating in a trash can and eating food.
Male urinating in a trash can. So about 6-7 months ago, I was down on Rice Street when a guy came by me at about 100, chased him up here, and then he tried to hide from us here in the McDonald's lot. And one of the deputies, McDonald's here right in Minnesota and Rice, one of the deputies spotted him at the drive-thru. And so when he finished the drive-thru, we tried to stop him, but a couple of us blocked the exits off. And I have to tell you, one of the funniest things I've seen is they were chasing him around in a circle in the parking lot of the McDonald's. And he did a couple circles before he came to a stop, but we had the exits blocked, so he couldn't get out. He's obviously ended up being an extreme DWI.
717 Snelling Avenue for a male has vodka and a lighter and just broke the window of the store.
So the urinating party then just broke the window.
With 161 to back, 2013.
So now we're going north on Rice Street into Little Canada. On the side we're on the other side is Roseville. Up here a ways is where our deputy spotted the car that was leaving the scene of the lamplighter shooting. In fact, you got that? Tell us about that.
I do. Give me 1 second.
That's still unsolved, and it's really, if there's people out there that can help us solve that case, that would be really helpful. There was 60 people in the parking lot of the lamplighter when this fight started. There was 20-some videos that were being taken. We know a lot of people have video of the incident. And she was shot. What was her name? Kia or Nia?
Nia or Nia? Nia Black.
Nia Black.
Is the name.
So it was at the lamplighter. Was in the lamplighter parking lot, but not actually related to the lamplighter. There was a gathering in the parking lot up there by the laundromat.
That's correct.
And what day was that?
June 13th.
June 13th?
June 13th.
What else do we know about that?
Not much other than that. It was just like the sheriff said, it was a large fight in the parking lot. There were several shots fired. I'm not sure if the victim may have been involved in a dispute prior to this, and I know there was some stuff that was posted on public social media regarding this, and lots of people had their cell phones out filming it.
2015.
Yeah, so we know that somebody knows what happened, and you know, you can contact me directly at that text number 651-448-3810, 448-3810, or call the St. Paul Police Department Homicide Unit because they are investigating the case, and the mother is just distraught
2 a.m.
about
Clear report.
why we can't solve that and why people aren't coming forward, especially all the people that were there.
Or some hours.
You know, she was not a combatant. And we're going east on Little Canada Road.
106 Albion Road.
And I'm going to stop here. There's a hookah. There aren't many hookahs. You know, I mentioned before that I work very closely with the Somali community and developing relationships with them. And there's a hookah right up here in Little Canada. It's one of the last ones left, where a lot of the Somali... Well, I don't smoke hookah, but I do socialize once in a while here with my Somali friends. I don't know if any of them are in there watching this video, but if they are, come on outside, because you know I'm not coming in because the hookah makes my clothes smell. So, beautiful sunset.
2502 13th Paris Northwest.
So,
Got an 8-year-old with a zip tie.
The hookah hideout here.
It's cutting off the circulation.
It's the hookah hideout.
That's good.
A lot of cities have closed them down using a health department standard about smoking. But similar, this hookah is similar to cigar shops where people can sample the hookah. I don't know if anybody's in there. Omar Jamal, are you around out there or not? Because Omar Jamal, one of the leaders and spokespersons in the Somali community, is typically here, but I do not see his car.
23, show me the 536.
Gonna move on from the hookah hideout.
367.
Used to be a great hookah down on Grand Avenue. Then there was one on Rice and University, the Capital Hookah. A lot of them have been shut down. All right, let's just tool a little further north on Rice Street. You think, Joe?
Sure. Like that idea.
It's kind of why we don't start till 9 or 10. Usually just, I mean, there are a lot of times that it's really busy right now, but
well, the weather's been cool for a while. Maybe that had some effect, huh?
I think so. I mentioned I have a 90-year-old mother that I usually take lunch to on Sundays, and so my wife, thank you, Christine. My wife has, I'm going to say that this is, usually I get her the shrimp here at Culver's. She loves the Culver's shrimp. And take it to her house in Maplewood. So I texted my wife earlier, and she has successfully ordered a pizza at the Rice and Larpenteur Domino's. So, I don't know, are you getting us any canned pop too? I promised them some lemonade. Yeah, it's amazing.
3-3.
23.
10-8. You show me back at your park.
So, we're going to run up to our border real quick. Some people have been asking how far our district goes, and as I mentioned, we patrol Shoreview and Arden Hills,
2020.
Vadnais Heights, Gem Lake, North Oaks, and Falcon Heights.
367.
Hardware Hank.
Hardware Hank and the Little Venetian down there.
Ross Avenue. Compass a neighbor advising 11 or 12 people at this address are playing loud music and smoking in the street.
Great restaurant. One of my favorite for pasta. It's a good competitor to Cassetta's. You know, my cousin Gail married Dave Cassetta. He's got great pasta.
I'll take your DOC 11 tomorrow, show.
I don't want to drive that far. The Little Venetian is awesome.
Squad 655.
I thought you were ready.
2021.
So we're north on Rice Street, coming up at 694. A lot of construction here in Vadnais Heights. They're putting in 3 roundabouts. Not sure how that's all going to work, but they claim that the roundabouts
655, code 4.
reduce the
Code
traffic.
4, canceling the 10164, you can be clear.
164, copy that.
Cuts down on the developmental business land, but keeps the traffic moving a little faster.
108, they're called on the SA call also, Snelling. 2022.
All right, so that's Vadnais Heights off to our right there. We're gonna jump on the freeway here, if they'll allow me to, here in this roundabout, and run down to Lexington. Great trails out here. Shoreview, Vadnais Heights, around the lakes. Some great biking places as well. Camera look still plugged in?
We're still plugged in. We are live. Looks good.
Every 95. Hey, 195. We got the zip tie removed. You can cancel one. Copy.
Coming under Victoria here, a slice of Shoreview Parade in front of Island Lake Park. Really one of the greatest, festivals. I especially like the slippy slide that the fire department puts out there.
271.
Of course, things are different this year.
Is there a supervisor that can respond? We have an uncooperative right now.
I did have a high-speed chase up here
207, did you copy?
early on after I came back as sheriff. Well, we just had one the other day with the 3 kids. I don't know if you saw our video. Pretty common to have chases here on 694.
44, 33 gets to me.
We had a high-speed one the other day that was on 694.
1650 beam, Suite 200.
3 kids,
Associates. The alarm covers bus.
13-year-olds driving at 100 miles an hour in a stolen car that was taken in a carjacking. And
4040.
to be frank with you, it's tough for us to keep up with them, but we had the state patrol helicopter up and followed them right to their house in Minneapolis, where they jumped down, went in their side, and we were able to surround the house. This is just a couple days ago. Surround the house and get a hold of the mom. The mom convinced them to come out. And sadly, this is a reoccurring occurrence with a lot of these young kids. They're robbing people of their wallets, phones, cash, and taking their car. You can go to my Facebook page, some of the other postings, you can see this has been a growing problem for this summer. Really, ever since COVID started, but even a little before. Joe's an expert, and he knows all these kids. We can't mention any names. Anything you want to add, Joe?
Not really. I think you covered a lot of it.
523.
What's the most amazing part? Their age?
The age certainly is surprising. 13, 14, 15, and the sad, I guess, or what can be disturbing is it's not the first time or first offense. They've multiple times that these juveniles have been involved in stuff like this.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the video that's on my page, you'll see the mother's very, very, very frustrated. We had a lot of deputies. This area is patrolled by the sheriff's deputies. They do an awesome job up here. Because they do an awesome job, we got great community support. I don't know what that is on channel 1.
I missed it too, Sheriff.
I copy conscious breathing.
It's a medical.
In a different site.
But because our deputies are so outstanding up here, we have broad community support. Very, very thankful for that community support up here. Actually, per capita, our department has the lowest number of complaints in the state of Minnesota. We're really actually very proud of that. But I try to run in on calls as often as I can. Plus, up here in the suburbs, all of our officers, our deputies, are trained as first responders, so they have an extra level of training, and they usually carry oxygen and are able to treat people in case they get there before the medics. Now, I don't think I would be Bob Fletcher if I drove by this Dairy Queen. So we're gonna get in here and get a couple cones, Joe.
Sure.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
It's not as good as Twinkies and Mountain Dew, but very, very close.
I just want to add to what the first responders. A lot of the deputies, or most, if not all, carry Narcan.
Yep.
So that's been huge with saving lives with overdoses, as you all are aware of.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing thing, Narcan. We have 2 in here, actually. I try to keep some fresh ones. This line's a little bit too long, so we're gonna have to hit the Dairy Queen later. Don't ever want to get stuck in a line in case an important call comes out, and then if you can't get out of the line, you can't get to people that need you. So maybe we'll catch a Dairy Queen later.
534.
Narcan, oxygen, defibrillators. We got a number of defibrillators.
At the Japanese restaurant, there's a naked male inside the business. Refusability if he's not drinking soy sauce.
A naked male inside the restaurant, Joel. Where is that? Downtown. Where is that?
That is 350 St. Peter. Japanese restaurant.
And there you have a little humor. Somebody's laughing into the radio.
530 also being rough.
Copy.
That's the thing. Everybody wants to go to that call. Now, he's probably got some mental illness. That's the sad part about
Copy 175. Could you head to 707 Holly Obama Elementary School on the west side of the building for 8 to 10 people playing dice and using narcotics?
Could be intoxication. That does happen. But usually there's some mental illness there. And try to get usually that party will end up at Regions with a 72-hour hold for evaluation, detoxification, and some type of help from a psychologist.
M534, he's now outside walking towards the hotel on 7th.
So now he left the restaurant still naked.
Okay.
2030.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, did you say this gentleman was naked?
Affirmative.
Copy. Until we learn further, can you have medics be in the area, please?
Yeah.
I will start medics.
He's going to stage medics in the area so that if they need to transport him to the hospital and there's other health issues, the medics are outstanding.
Major 175.
Central Park in Roseville.
Hang on, sorry. You can clear the narcotics out assisted. I'm not sure what street we're talking about, maybe 4th. Check.
Just to our right here is the John Rose Oval. Probably one of the greatest skating venues actually in the country, and certainly a family-friendly venue. Well, I'll tell you, my family spends a lot of time there, and highly recommend it. Even if you haven't skated before, they have rental skates there, but they're also they have 4 hockey rinks in the middle where you can have a little pickup hockey games, and then they have a big oval. The oval, actually, that was built back when
She's gonna be a black male.
Rudy Perpich was the governor, trying to create a competitive training center, both that and some of the area up in Blaine for the soccer and for biking. Just putting us putting us on the map. So just a great venue up there. And the guy that's always there is 66-year-old Roy Magnuson, 66, former teacher at Como Park, now works for us as technically a... Hang on a second.
He's got shorts on. He seems agitated. Could be our guy, but this guy's got pants on.
He's following a guy downtown that seems agitated but has some shorts on. But Roy Magnuson, just an unbelievable role model football coach, wrestling coach at Como High School. He left there to come work at the sheriff's office. We're very honored to have him. And he's always at the Oval. The reason I mention him, he's at the Oval opening night. He gets many more laps in than me, and just when you're there, look for the oldest guy there. He's actually 6 months older than me, so I always say he's the oldest guy there. Just had his birthday last week. If any of you know Roy from Como, send him a happy birthday wish in the comments.
367.
Coming down Lexington to County Road B.
366.
Bridgman's. Those of you that used to live around here, I don't know where the Bridgman's was. It was right here somewhere. Well, we gotta go pick the pizza up for the.
Oh, I forgot all about the pizza. Pepperoni and sausage.
John Rose was a legislator in this area, involved with in Roseville, the Booster Club, and served in the state legislature. And that's he was instrumental in the funding as well, but they decided to name it after him, the John Rose Oval.
Okay, he wasn't naked, he has shorts on. He's just acting goofy in the restaurant. There's no crime here. Last time I saw him, he was eastbound on 6. I don't think there's going to be anything we're going to do with him.
Copy, do you want me to cancel medics?
Yeah, I'll cancel medics.
Copy.
Alright, so he wasn't naked after all. For those of you that were with us the other night, we're coming up on the scene of the accident that we got locked into for a while.
Yeah, looks like the mail's the same mail that 361 had earlier.
Most likely, I believe 1300 earlier before that as well.
So there's another Dairy Queen, but we got to walk up to that one. Hey, my wife worked at this one when she was younger. I just want to call out to her. That was one of her first jobs.
It's like one of the original Dairy Queens.
Dairy Queen here on Lex, north of Larpenter.
LEC 2035.
Sad day when they closed the Taco Bell there on the northwest corner. Good stuff. Ted's Bar,
84.
Keys Cafe.
Cut. You can send me the welfare check and pending. It just got canceled. She was inside laying down. He said you want 84 copy.
By the Victoria, eastbound on Larpenteur.
Code 4.
Code 4367, sir.
Roselawn Cemetery on our left here. Remember the 2000 cars are ours.
Could you put me on an assist citizen using 5961 Rice Creek Parkway, and I'm code 4.
Just past Emily Teese's house. They're on Larpenteur. Congratulations, Emily, on your engagement. Or a spell check. Yeah, your engagement.
$23.65. You can send me LeVore.
Yeah, that is the original Dairy Queen there, Joe. I think you're right.
Okay.
I just want to say one more thing about teachers. There's really no more important job in this country than people that teach our kids. And obviously it's become a very tough job nowadays.
Absolutely.
And now with COVID, the risk factors have just increased for them. You know, and they're not as, they say the kids don't suffer as bad. Well, the teachers are obviously older. It's just a very tough time when you consider behavior of kids and the danger of the pandemic. But long before we had either of these issues.
When I copy your house at 745 Carroll, someone stole Color's license plate. Color believes it was her ex. Information at 23.
Teachers were building this country in the classroom. You know, pretty amazing. I watch a lot of documentaries about different countries and how the country developed, and in every case, you know, teachers are a huge part of the success of a country. From America to Somalia.
If Donna's watching, can I give a shout out to Donna?
Oh yeah, Donna Swanson. I forgot about Donna Swanson. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret now. I probably shouldn't say this, but I think the time is to say it. Actually, Donna Swanson, if your husband's listening, is it okay if I tell him our secret? Can you text me on my phone if it's okay to reveal our secret? A little secret about education and teaching. You know, I did a lot of research on hey, by the way, which one are we going to? Which pizza place? Larpenteur and...
I thought it was... Better double check. Hang on here.
Which?
Yeah, Larpenteur, Rice and Larp, we're good.
Rice and Larp?
Yeah,
Where
right.
is it?
Oh, that's a good question. Didn't know there was a Domino's.
I don't know there was one either. There's another pizza place.
Maybe it's in the 1700 thing, I bet, over there.
Yeah.
Where the old stars.
Okay. Well, it might be in that new part. There's a new developed part.
Northwest corner, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Let's go over there.
Oh, there
it is.
Jeez.
It's dark though.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
Strike one.
Okay.
We followed RO in his vehicle back to a family's house. We're going to give him a ride back from Sylvan and Ivy back to the scene of the
As
stop.
long as we're here and we got a minute. This is the Lamplighter. Of course, that's a lounge with nude dancing. But this is the laundry. And you can go online, you can see the videos. That right here on the corner of the laundry is where Ms. Black was killed, shot and killed. And Not unusual on the weekends for this to be a gathering point. Sometimes on social media, people say we're going there. So,
166, clear report.
right here in the parking lot, there are 60 to 80 people. A couple people arguing and fighting, and then the shooting took place, and then the car with the victim went north on Rice Street and was stopped by our deputies. But of course, unfortunately, sadly, she passed away. But I'll let these people cross. We'll go pick up our pizza.
Well, the next question is, where's the door?
It's gotta be on the back side, huh?
Aha.
Well, we'll drive in there. A bit small parking lot, but it's all paid for, Joel.
All right. Just one or two, or just the one?
She said there's 2 orders.
Oh, okay.
2 orders, one with the pizza and one with the pop.
All right.
So 2 pizzas and 6 pops.
I'll run in then, all right?
If you don't mind. Should be under Fletcher. Take the Winnipeg kids a little pizza. Get some napkins too, if you don't mind.
Napkins, you got it. Find my seatbelt.
Thanks, buddy.
You bet.
All right, so while he's in there getting the pizza, just talking about education and how important it is. And, the future of our children, I have to tell you, I studied kids for some times, and when I was in charge of the juvenile unit.
29.
And clearly those first elementary years are critical, that they learn how to read, and they're able to succeed in school. They have to read by 3rd grade, and a lot of kids can't. So it gets more complicated then in junior high with the social part. A lot of kids don't have money for sports, and they get the crime increases dramatically once kids are in junior high, just the delinquency. And we still hope that their parents can fix them. But it doesn't always happen. So really what we need is a school environment that's a community environment, surrounds kids with some positive. And, I have to say that the teachers are doing an awesome job, but some of the support that they have from administration. Can you throw those in the back, buddy?
The only problem, they're all out. All they have is just Diet Coke, so no pop.
Your color's on the way to it.
Well, I think we already paid for pop.
They didn't have any. It wasn't on the order.
All right.
You're welcome.
Well, we'll go to the gas station and get some pop. Miscellaneous.
That's what she's claims.
So, anyhow, so a group of us got together and said, let's try to do something special for kids to create a structured environment with a strong family component.
Car close to Greenbrier Road.
What's going on at Greenbrier Road there, big guy?
366.
Churro.
Yeah, we'll come back to this story as the night goes on. But Greenbrier Road.
Greenbrier Road. 1 second.
good. This guy wants a turn here as well. Well, we'll just use little red lights.
2365 K report.
It's a traffic stop.
2045.
All right, you want to run in here and grab some pop?
Sure.
I'll give you a credit card.
Nope, I got it.
2360.
My donation to the community.
Let's get a variety, a dozen variety.
They put out a party possibly with a head injury.
Well, there was
Possibly over by
like
the
6.
northern
We'll need a
area.
couple for ourselves.
You got squad. Check
All right.
61.
Lemonade, Coke,
You got
something like that.
the Maplewood cars check over by the frontage road there. 271 at the LEC.
Heavy.
Anyhow,
272 is the site.
some kids are struggling in school. Some kids need a little more structure. A lot of families actually like the idea of having some police presence. I know the St. Paul School District just got rid of all their school resource officers. I personally think that was a big mistake, not having that structure. You can't learn unless you feel safe and you have some level of order in a school. So I think eventually you're going to see the school district revisit that. But we're gonna start a school that is based upon public service and develop leadership in kids. And we're going to use law enforcement, firefighters, all public service role models to come in and to be there to support kids in a very holistic environment. And we're going to make sure that they know how to read by 3rd grade. We're going to make sure that they know how to have math skills by 6th grade, that they have social development and a sense of self-confidence. Because the biggest thing you can do to lose a child is when his self-esteem starts to suffer and they look for alternative ways to feel good about themselves. And that is what's happening in this country right now. When kids lose their self-esteem, they look for other ways to get it. And the number one way that they get it is through becoming a bully. And bullies feel good about themselves because they develop a sense that people are afraid of them. We have to stop that bully cycle in America, and we have to return to some values of self-esteem based upon achievement, based upon high expectations, based upon being able to actually go out and learn some skills to get a job and to develop leadership skills as well. So we have a number of board members. Chief Bill Finney is on there, Roy Magnuson as well. Aaron Benner, you're familiar with Aaron Benner, just an outstanding teacher in person and been a leader in this field. So we have a group of about 12 people that said we can do better. And my motto, as I got from one of the board members, is education is the great equalizer. If we really want to succeed as a country and help people succeed, education is the great equalizer. So our coordinator for this project is Donna Swanson. She's a former teacher. She actually was a 3rd grade teacher for my children. She's as passionate as all get out. And our next step, we've gone through several steps and we're just in the final phases. Our next step is to find families that are interested in sending their kids to a school of public service and leadership that has lots of structure. So Donna Swanson is our coordinator. Our next step is to get families to express interest. Obviously, we're not talking about this fall, but we're talking about next fall. So if you want to contact Donna Swanson, or for that matter, you can text me, but I'd prefer you contact Donna. Her email is DM1, D as in Delta, M as in Mike 1, Swanson, that's all one word, DM1 Swanson, with an O-N, at gmail.com. DM1 Swanson at gmail.com. I'll tell you what, we're really excited as a board to be able to go impact children at the earliest stages, because it's a 3-pronged approach to this law enforcement: prevention, intervention, and suppression. Yes, we got to do more suppression of the serious ones, but the prevention piece through education and human development. What we're really trying to do is develop successful humans. And then we need to go grab those gangsters that are already out there, like some of the ones that are down at Winnipeg and Rice, and let them know there's another way out. So that's why we're headed to deliver the pizza. And again, if you got any questions, 651-448-3810. Somebody's asking about the carjackings. Yes, there are a number of carjackings in the middle of the day. It's kind of a strange trend, but we have had carjackings in the middle of the day now. I've had a meeting today with leaders in the black community and law enforcement community members. Sheriff Hutchinson was there. Chief Todd Axtell was over at Mount Olivet Church, and Assistant Chief Art Knight from Minneapolis. And we talked about the crime and the desperation of some of these communities.
Northwest of their area of the apartment buildings.
We'll go to that after we deliver the pizza. But Minneapolis has a 300% increase in the number of people that have been shot in the last 2 months. It's unbelievable. St. Paul's had about a 70% increase. In June and July, the numbers are 3 times as what they were before that. So we're on the brink of a huge crime problem, and what's worse is that in Minneapolis they have 100 officers that are leaving, and they have a budget problem that doesn't allow them to replace them. Hang on one second. And you know the discussion in St. Paul about cutting $9 million from the budget. I have to tell you that it can't withstand that type of cut. You know, friends of mine that are in the homicide unit have 30, 35 egg assault and robbery cases. And, you know, I used to get to 20 and 25 when I was working there, and I thought I was going to have a meltdown just because you have so many victims that you need to tend to and so many cases you need to do at the same time. But now they're up to 35. It's just, not that they're all homicides, but the point is while you're working a homicide, all your other cases have to wait. So anybody interested in helping, I did get a friend of mine, Holly is her name, I see that she sent a text about helping with the school. Holly, you're a wonderful person, and really would love to have your help. I know I speak for Donna as well.
175, copy in route to Minnehaha and Milton for Black Chrysler 300 versus Black Chevy HR. Both parties are becoming confrontational. 2054.
Minnehaha and Milton. That's not too far from where we were the other night on the barbecue. So you're going to see a lot of discussion about, you know, budgets and crime, but I just have to tell you that if you can't solve the crime, well, here's the most important thing. The shots fired are up 100%. People getting shot are up threefold in the Twin Cities. And the car robberies, the youth that are getting younger, it's no time, this is no time to say we give up. We need to double down, and we need to fund crime prevention programs as well. So anyhow, a number of these leaders in the community, the striking thing for me is there was 25 people in this room today that said we don't want to cut the police. We want to strengthen the police, because if we cut the police, it's only going to hurt our communities. And
Can you mark location?
That's something that I'm going to remember hearing. It was great to see the support of the police, but it's also great that they didn't want to cut the police because they knew it would harm their own neighborhood. Let's see if our friends are still here. I'm not so certain they will be, but we'll see. We gotta look for the guy.
Ain't nobody else to know it anyway. What is that, love?
2164, 2364.
Mm-hmm.
2161.
Hi.
Say no ma'am, no ham, no turkey.
How are you? Hey, did you see the guys that were walking around? The one had a slime shirt on.
No, I literally just cut the corner.
Cut the corner. We got a pizza. We brought him a pizza. Yeah. So we. Yeah.
Where's mine?
Where's your pizza? Well, if we don't find him, you're gonna end up getting it. I'll see. How's your night going?
So far, so good. I'm just getting a few ingredients that I'm missing.
What do you make? What are you cooking?
A seafood boil.
That sounds good.
What kind of seafood?
I have crab legs, shrimp, potatoes, corn, andouille sausage, scallops,
Really?
and lobster tail.
Ooh.
That sounds like a lot of work. Who's it for?
So I have a best friend. He brings me food to cook because I can cook really good.
All right.
So it's gonna be for us.
Okay, just the two of you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Let's.
Did you want some?
Well, of course we do.
You're busy.
Yeah, we got a pizza now. We got to eat.
Well, that lobster tail sounds awful good.
They're like small though. Club had like 2 for $7, so just imagine.
What's your first name?
Tatiana.
Tatiana. I'm Bob. This is Joe. This is Joe.
You scared them.
Can we get a better location?
Yeah, we have that impact on people.
We didn't mean to.
I figured this out. But no, I live like on literally the next block. I don't like to walk over because of the area.
On Manitoba or not? Are you on Manitoba?
Parker.
Or Hardenberg Place.
Hardemark Place, yeah. Yeah, we had some. Remember, we had some shootings down there about a year ago.
Remember, do I? I probably was sitting in my backyard having a fire pit.
Yeah, because
Yeah, no, I don't walk over because of stuff like that. I always drive, even though I live a block over.
smart.
My brother tells me I do too much, but I don't want to be like solicited, is what I say.
Yeah. Well, anything we can do to make your neighborhood safer?
No, I appreciate you guys circling. Like, I know people get irritated, but this shit is crazy. So,
Well, this-
I have a 9 and a 12-year-old.
Oh, you do.
So circle is
Boys or girls?
one of these.
One of each. Is the boy play any sports, or what's his
He
plan?
does football, but with COVID, I haven't allowed him to do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate it because I can't even let him walk to the store by himself.
Well, this block can get pretty busy sometimes, you know. Yeah, Mezzy Ross. That was almost a year ago now, huh? Did you know him at all or not, Mezzy?
I didn't know him.
No.
I didn't know him, but I don't know anybody.
Yeah, a lot of them hang out. He had some gangster friends, right? I don't know if they're
I appreciate you all.
I don't know if they're real gangsters, but they're pretend gangsters, right?
They're like 15.
I know, that's what I mean.
13.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Does
no,
the cop say what boat landing they're at? I can't get a hold of their cell phone.
No.
Well, we
As long as you're one of the good ones.
yeah. Well, you know, I heard Chief Knight from Minneapolis to say that every department has 3 to 6% bad, but trust me, we're in the 94%. Yeah.
You know what? I'm from the
GOA, Ramsey Beach, I'll check this out. Go.
You got to be what?
You gotta be a little bad sometimes to stay.
You mean as an officer, or as a kid?
In life, you gotta be able to adapt.
You're not that old.
We working on it. We just was talking about that.
I don't know. It is.
You gotta be able to adapt, and I can imagine being an officer. So
Yeah, it's a different time, and we appreciate you appreciating us because
they're.
they're
I know y'all probably get a lot of shit, but like I said, I got a 9 and 12-year-old who has to come to and from. So.
well, and you know, tell your son that we run into nice cops too. That what happened to George Floyd was horrific, no doubt, but there's none of us in this job that don't think it's horrific. We all thought what happened was horrific there. So, you know, it's.
Well, I appreciate you guys for pulling up and having a minute.
All right. Well, my pleasure. Tatiana?
Close, but nobody ever.
Tatiana.
Tatiana?
He does.
He's brilliant.
Did you write my name sir?
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, turns out you're the only Titana that there is.
I'm sorry.
I think what happened is when you were getting named, the doctor got tighter. It was supposed to be Titanic, right?
My dad told me that I was named after.
He did?
That's what he said.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Did you live?
On the fucking boat. Why would you name me after it?
Did you live up to your name?
I think I might have done a
Good job. Is your dad still alive?
Yes, he is.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a daughter that's 30. She's born in 86, so what's that make her? 34, yeah.
I'm 87.
Oh, you are?
Don't you run that.
No.
I'm kidding.
We're the good police.
Tatiana.
He says that too good. I'm worried.
You said we're in the 94%. I'll turn the lights off so these guys don't think that we're arrested. We're gonna go first, so we'll.
I'm putting my seatbelt on.
All right.
135 Winnipeg. At 20
How's it going? All quiet so far? Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't more out here, but 10:30. It is too early. All right, see you guys later. Thanks.
These guys in here or no? No.
Do I got clearance over there, Joe?
Yeah, you're good on this side.
How's it going? Hey guys, hey, when is Slime coming back? The guy with the shirt, the Slime shirt. I got his pizza.
2161 in the area.
Yeah, but I can't give it to anybody until he's back.
21-2.
You got iPhone charger?
You got his phone number?
No, but I could call him, but my phone dead.
Yeah, I got an iPhone charger, but it ain't gonna charge that fast, is it?
382.
I don't know. I don't want y'all to
834 Hazel Street North.
Oh, no.
You what?
No.
We're gonna ride off with your phone. Now that hurts. That hurts. We brought some pizzas back for you guys.
I hear you got my phone number. I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
382 copy.
All right, here. Let's see if we can get it plugged in. You know his number? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's my big cousin.
That's your cousin? All right, so that's not a good sign. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, it's not plugged in.
You got his number, or is it just in the phone?
All right. Let's see if we can get the cord to work. You know when it has that battery sign with the cord on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come on. Shit. Oops. That wasn't good. What have you been up to? Nothing? Well, what do you want to do this summer? Well, I got the phone. All right, it's charging now. It's charging. You guys want a pop?
Pop?
Yeah.
What kind of pop?
Well, Joe, get up there. We'll give you a couple. We got pops while we're waiting for him.
Color has located
more.
Nobody's in the
What did you
vehicle.
get?
Wow.
Dozen?
He
Yeah.
thinks
Give him a
that the
couple.
suspect might be nearby, but he's not really sure.
Off in the back?
No, we're selling. You're giving them. You're giving free.
126.
Take a pop.
No, I don't
Color
get
has
mine.
seen them for over.
No. I'm not selling stuff.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
21.
It's cold.
Squad 383.
33.
Dated. GOA with these. You can send us a harassment report.
You guys play any sports?
837 Sherwood Avenue.
Basketball? You know, there's a basketball program over on the east side. You don't want to go over there? No. You can't go over there? Is there a good basketball net around here?
Over there.
Okay. Well, where is that at exactly?
Across the street from the library.
Is it a rec center or is it not a school?
It's a school and a rec center. Yeah.
I thought the Nelson was on the other side of the freeway. No, over here? Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Now that you mentioned it. Yeah.
It's two.
You shoot? Are you over there shooting?
2415, clear UTL.
2104.
We can get you guys some more balls. You get to play games or not? Where'd the other guy go with the phone? Yeah, well, we told him 9:30 we'd be back here. We're a little early. We're a little early. But that's his cousin, huh? The guy with the slime on his shirt? That's his cousin? Yeah. What's your first name, son?
Information is West County.
Carjackings. I'm Bob. You guys want any masks? Here, move up a little forward.
If there are any available East squads, could I have one swing by my call? I found a couple spent casings on the ground. I'm code 4.
377.
Eleven 84th Street, assisting 6962, located spent casings on the ground.
Hey, tell your friend that the phone's working. Where'd he go? What's the name of the guy? Oh, you want to go down the phone ring? Where is he? Well, I don't know. I think he went in the store. Oh, peek in the store. I'll be here watching for you. Kid like, what do they call it? Robin? As soon as he gets back, we're gonna give him the pizza. We got two big pizzas right here.
I get one.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a piece right now. Give you a piece.
534.
Go ahead.
Can you check the area at Kellogg and Wakuda? A male took a construction sign for the standout and walked a 30-year-old black male, 5'10" thin build, wearing all black clothing north on Wakuda.
I'm
gonna put some pizza. I'm gonna put the pizza. Is he here?
534.
With my phone number. I don't want to dig in your car.
Yeah, smart.
Hey,
Thank you very much. Go eat some pizza.
2164.
What's up, bud?
Hold on.
2164.
All right, we got a little charge on. Let me see. Thank you. Can you call him?
I'm at Kellogg and Wakuda, but I'm not seeing them yet.
Copy.
See you, Carion.
Traffic.
29.
LaFawn and Western with the black Impala on your plates.
LaFawn and Western with the black Impala. 2109.
Pizza, two of them, that pop.
There's spots I can start for domestic. 351 West Wheelock. Wife is extremely intoxicated.
They're pulling up. I'm going to turn my car around. Joe, hop in. I'm going to get in that dirt over there. Oh, grab that pizza first. Oh! Grab that pizza. No, the one in front, Joe.
Oh, I didn't see it down there.
Well, it's on the hood. I put it on the hood.
Oh!
All right.
didn't even see it.
All right. So, like I said, this street is the most busy shots fired street in the city. If there's one street, this is it.
2360.
So, are we trying to make sure we can build some relationships down here? Yes. A year ago, Mezzy Ross was shot and killed down here.
Feeling.
But more than that,
Yeah,
we
verifying that from the TC, for the TC. From the
need
cop,
to
there's
we need to
someone
keep
that's
building
trying to get in the middle of
relationships
the
with
lake
these kids.
And like failing
And I gotta
help.
tell you, this might not always seem like police work. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Where you headed? Home? Home?
Well, that way.
Okay, see ya. Thank you.
2415, I copy en route. 24 small copy.
2360, send it to me too. I'm not too far out.
Copy.
Is he coming?
And 24 on that copy.
Copy.
Remember, prevention, intervention, and suppression. How's it going? Hey.
Information is gone. Transferring water patrol to me. 415
Son.
units. Looks like they're closer towards
Come here 1
the
second.
playground.
Copy.
You got a minute?
262, 2112.
He's trying to get out.
Was he?
Here's
Hey, here's a couple bucks. Okay. There's Slime. Here he comes. Right here. You said he was your cousin.
I'm calling my brother.
All right, all right, all right. We got your pizza. Yeah.
They have a their phone screen looks like it's going to be ringing closer to 4242 620 Family Drive area.
Copy that.
Good looking, y'all real good.
Let's put him on the front, Joe.
You know who I am?
We do have someone that is in a kayak that's going towards the person also.
Copy.
2113. Now just be advised, there's some dispute about whether the vehicle actually rolled over or not.
Yeah.
Here's a squad that can break and head to 1050 Edmond for a violation of order protection. Callers.
Yeah, thank you.
Husband
Thanks, man.
showed up on what name and say.
I get off you to slice.
All right. Kid, violation of order of protection on 1050 Edmond.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless. Oh, they're doing video.
Here's the county squad that's en route to the water complaint. Can you take our full one, please?
Can you look on the CAD there, Joe? There's a boot done on Edmond.
Copy our full one, and we got fire en route as well.
We gotta watch the video filming.
Affirmative.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're filming a video down here.
2114.
On count.
Is there a squad that can break and head to 1050 Edmond for a violation of order protection?
We gotta go there. We're going to 1050 Edmond for a violation of order for protection. Be fun to hang out here, but time to go. Time to go. Hope it, next time we need more pizza. More pizza next time, huh? More. See you later, buddy. More pizza next time. All right. 1050 Edmond for a violation of an order for protection. Anyhow, that little guy there,
511 and 5121, Channel 1.
both those two little younger guys, those are the ones we got to save. And I'll tell you, at some point I'm going to call on all of you as volunteers to help in a safe program in a place where we can bring kids and
512 West is all tied up. Could you possibly head to 1050 Edmond, unit needed for a violation?
they're short on calls there, so we're going to probably be the first call there. What's it say for who the subject is there?
Caller has an OFP against a husband.
A little louder so you're reading.
Caller has an OFP against the husband. Looks like it's a Karen male.
At 1050 Edmond?
Correct.
Huh. Alright. And does it have his name?
It does. You want me to hear it or give it to you?
Yeah, was he an adult? Yeah, it's fine. What's his name?
Well, the last name is, I can't even pronounce it, L-W-E-H. First name is Say, S-A-Y.
Alright, well, Edmond is 1 block south of Thomas. 1050 is half a block from Lexington. We got a long ways to go, but this is Thomas here. There's no squads available in the west sector, so they're sending a beat car. That tells you how short they are. They're sending a beat car from downtown St. Paul to go to 1050 Edmond for the violation of restraining order. So we will go with red lights just to help the poor woman.
656.
Occasional.
The crash will actually be at Pierce Butler and Holton Street.
Occasional
Pierce
sighting.
Butler and Holton, you said?
So you know 1100. Well, this is the other thing I haven't told you. 1100 versus Lexington. If you go one long block,
cancel 512.
Oxford
Copy 512, you can be clear.
1 block. So minus 60. From there, it's 1040 at the corner. But here's the other trick. In Ramsey County, the odd numbers...
512, did you copy? You are clear.
The odd numbers are on the north side of the street.
512, copy. Thank you.
And the west side of the street.
2118. 65 Country Drive. The comp is in apartment 307. He's being harassed by his neighbor who went back to his own apartment, but he doesn't know the unit number.
So we know 1040 is on the south side of Edmond. And what is that? Is that what address? 1050?
1050 Edmond, correct.
1050. So we're 10 numbers from Oxford on the south side.
Thomas and Grove.
Just be advised, I did find a serve protection order that included the suspect's name and date of birth in that call.
Okay. So there's a serve protection order.
Copy.
So that's the key.
That's at 2118.
We need to know if the order's been served on them, because sometimes the order hasn't been served, and so they can claim that they haven't.
8196.
They haven't been notified. So any more description on this guy?
8196.
Negative.
Fireworks complaint is 654 2nd
I believe
Avenue.
he's a Corinne male,
Across
right?
the street from that address.
Well, it does say no weapons will not fight or flee.
8196, copy.
2118.
Well,
Subject on main floor of
you
home.
got your cuffs?
I do.
Okay, I got mine.
189.
So we're at
189.
Chatsworth. We're going to turn the red lights
Yeah,
off.
Minnesota Delta Bravo Victor
Is there-
285. And if you have medics,
Is there an apartment number there or not?
It does not give an
Copy,
apartment
cancel
number.
medics. At
Probably a
2119.
house.
Oh, it does say, yeah, here it is, apartment B.
B. All right, so we're going to 1050 apartment B. We are on Oxford. And well, hard to say which building.
There's 1055.
Okay, that's good. So 1050 is this one right here on our left. All right, we'll be off the air for a minute. Well, we'll be on the air, but we'll be inside seeing if we can help this poor lady. Did you say B, Joe?
B, correct. 1050 Edmond B.
Let me just verify that.
incident assigned. Your incident has been updated.
Stand right here. You got some driver's license with you? No. 2400. We're out on Edmond, 1050 Edmond, with the suspect. He's compliant, and we'll stand by here for the squad.
Copy 179's en route.
Oh, you guys are already here. God bless you.
For Joy Park, should be 2700 Lazy, I believe.
Copy.
I don't think he speaks much English.
364.
She does. She does. I don't think he speaks much.
Yellow Echo November X-ray 814.
No, they were coming to look at the house because we haven't been over here for a while.
Plus, there you go, 1 across city.
One in custody, 2125.
I can't take in your puppy, sorry.
No.
383, case number, please.
383, your case number on Sherwood, 15904.
Consider a West 5 exit break and head to 850 Aurora for an audible alarm covering panic. Heard TV playing in the background. No response from people in the home when security called.
All right.
I'm going to check out this backyard to see if it's actually
17174, head that way.
You good? All right. See you guys.
Your squad back 171.
All right. So St. Paul arrived.
Squad 634 on channel 1.
Took the suspect into custody. Sorry we couldn't take you in the house there, but
634.
Sad part.
My squad at 850 Aurora for a residential alarm covering panic. No response.
A lot of little kids in there. You know, she was still on the phone with the comm center when we got there, so that was. Let's just make sure I didn't leave my phone behind.
161.
161.
Oh, there we go.
Got it.
We have the mail in the car. We're going to be around to the LC. You're going to have 910 on my Ramsey County team. Please meet us in the Sally Court.
Affirmative. 910, are you monitoring channel?
So there's a squad with an uncooperative person, and they're asking for help. We're going to take you to Sallyport here in a little bit.
Copy. Thank you. 2127.
Show you where the prisoners go in. But right now we're going to run over to 850 Aurora. Aurora is 1 block south of University.
At 2127.
We're at 1040 here. If we go down to Chatsworth, we'll be at 980, 60, and then we'll go down to Victoria. We'll get to Milton is 920, Victoria is 860.
2127.
Then we'll run over to Aurora. So. So ideally, you'd have enough police officers on the street to be able to get to every call within 2.5 minutes. But obviously, the less you saw that call, they had to send a squad originally from downtown.
You can be clear. It looks like 171 and 511 can go.
Then eventually another West car feed himself up. But they prioritize calls. We're looking at the computer-aided dispatch that basically 1 through 4 and priority 1 and 2 calls should be dispatched very quickly, essentially immediately, and then 3 and 4 have different times that they can wait, but it never should have to wait. That's the thing that Chief Axtell's talked about, is that he's already in a position where the high priority calls have to wait. Like any domestic like that can turn ugly really fast. You can't really hold that call and have people wait. She tried to give that call out 3 times and nobody could take it. Fortunately, he was completely compliant. But what's it called, 850, Joe? We're going to 850 or
850 or alarm sounding.
Okay.
Audible, panic alarm, attempted keys, heard TV playing in background, no response from people.
So what was going on? Look up there. Something was going on Phelan there for a while.
I think it was a water patrol call, that one.
Yeah, what was happening? We, as you know, the sheriff's office runs the water patrol, responds to all water-related incidents. So yesterday we had a boat accident on White Bear where a Sea Ray ran into a whaler and someone got injured semi-seriously and had to be taken by medics once they could get to the hospital. So what happened here today on Phelan?
So someone called. Someone was swimming in the middle of the lake, stated they needed help. It looks like they were located. Someone in a kayak was going towards them. All parties out of the water, so that's good.
So you think they tried to swim from the boat?
It's unclear. A complainant just called that said someone was swimming in the middle of the lake and didn't say there was any boat around them.
Yeah.
So that was the concern.
Thank you.
And someone with a kayak was helping them.
Oh, there's a squad here at 850. I do not hear the alarm, but they parked on the corner, but it'll be a few houses down. You hear anything there, Joe?
I do not.
Let's close that up a minute so we can see better. What's the address on that house?
840.
Okay.
386, case number in Edgerton is 15903.
The officers are out walking around. We don't want to light them up either.
159038.
Affirmative 038 at the end.
Hey, if you haven't shared this, we're going to be out here for a couple more hours. So if you haven't shared this video on your Facebook, if you wouldn't mind, because a lot of people didn't know we were going out tonight. And I think they thought Friday was the next time. So if you don't mind just hitting that share button on your page, let people know that we're out here. This is about the time we normally start.
Bravo 597, you okay?
Lake Phelan, I know when I was a kid we used to try to swim across it too, but that was back in the days before common sense prevailed. Some people didn't make it.
Bravo 385 MEOT.
Good night. Out of arrest saying he was attacked by his wife. We now have another caller calling in stating his wife hit him, and we can hear the female screaming in the background.
179 CN.
179. Your case number is 159056, and the time was 21:11.
Hey,
Copy, thank you.
we have a young lady that's been missing over on the east side. If you live on the east side, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but we've been out all day looking for her. We don't know if there's any ill intent with where she ended up or not.
453.
So, Joe, this is where another young man was murdered when he left church.
Probably out with one.
That's correct.
Uranium in our crate.
That was last year too, right?
Copy, Alpha 1,
Correct.
Uranium and Arc Rain. 433.
Remember the name of the...
I do. I believe the victim was Ravel Carter.
That's what it was. Ravel Carter, leaving the church. And right here, I think right on this corner right here, right? He was shot. Has that case been charged or solved or not yet?
I think that's still unsolved.
That's an unsolved one, too.
Unsolved case.
And we do believe that there's some previous bad
5185
anger toward him that's historical. That's
2134.
no justification whatsoever, but as we do know that there were other parties looking for him, but he had a child too, I think, with him at the church that time.
2165.
I believe his dad was with him as well.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Very terrible.
2034.
Anyhow, if you know anything about that murder, call us or the St. Paul Homicide Unit if you got any tips. I know that there are people, based upon who's listening, that
2165, 2365.
might know something.
2165. $21.65, $23.65, $155, Little Canada, constantly waiting out front. Friend of a friend has the caller's dog, refusing to return it.
155, Little Canada, refuses to return the dog. I could have ate a piece of that pizza. Kind of hungry.
That's what I had for lunch.
Kind of hungry.
23.5.
Yeah, we just drove by Reverend Daryl Spence's house there on Fuller over there, Fuller and Avon.
Road to OEC was in Belleville.
Fine human being that he is. Keeps an eye on that whole area, but he also ended up pastoring and giving the sermon on several funerals of homicides here, and been working with our help team, bringing people food, but also working with New Hope Church, Pastor Patterson, another great man, and Rev Spence was at this meeting today where we're getting people motivated to go out and stop the violence here in town. His lovely wife Beverly keeps a good eye on him, keeps him out of trouble. Alright, we're going eastbound on University Avenue. We're on channel 1. So just remember, in Ramsey County, odd numbers are on the west side of the street and on the north side of the street.
About 364.
Odd numbers on the west side of the street and the north side of the street. That helps us when we're going. It's not the same in every county. That's the thing. And because St. Paul doesn't have like 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th.
453, code 4.
The streets.
Yeah, code 4.
The streets don't end in a numerical way. I don't know if My Village is still open, but what's it say here? Soda. This used to be one of my favorite restaurants. The other night when we were working, we stopped by the area that B.J. Adams was shot on Western and Concordia, and then saw the memorial there. Well, later that night, Pat and I kept working a little
There's squad
longer.
that can break and head to 2099 Ford Parkway on a suspicious incident, a possible robbery. Male pushed Comp against the wall and asked for his credit card. As Comp was leaving, he was seen getting aggressive with another person inside the store. He came in a black truck with Texas plates, blacked out windows, and fled eastbound on Ford Parkway. The black male with dreadlocks and appears to be under the influence.
Well, we will head that way to Ford Parkway.
So if that's possible, I can head that way.
But it's a long ways from where we're at, Western and University.
Is there a squad to back?
166, clear report. All the way.
Copy. With 166.
Not sure where those cars are coming from.
511, I'll go as well.
With 511. Add to 2136.
Robbery, Joe, maybe you can read those notes back to the people listening.
See if they can find it.
2029 Ford Parkway.
Squad 280.
280.
The trooper's on 94 at 35E. We're relocating to his position.
Copy. The suspect is a black female wearing a colorful dress. She's getting into a white Mercedes 250, threatening to hit the Comp's vehicle if he doesn't move it.
We're going to jump on 35E, just a little bit easier to maybe get down there. There's no fast way from where we're at, but got a robbery. We're looking for a black truck with Texas plates.
171, the suspect left the store already, right?
Affirmative. The suspect left the store and had a black shirt wrapped around his head and no direction of travel, or eastbound on Forest Parkway. Pardon me.
Okay, check if there's any injury.
Copy. We'll see if there's any injury. 628 and 63.
So the comp is gone from the store as well.
Comp's gone or the
comp is gone?
634.
That doesn't make much sense.
No.
628.
Black.
Can I have you start? I now have a assault to 615 Alfeld Street. There's an Asian male across the street, parked to a van. He pulled a gun out of his pocket and walked towards the Comp, yelling and threatening him. 20 to 30-year-old Asian male wearing a black jacket, still in a gray van across from the address.
We're going to detour to that one, Elfeld. That's a lot closer to where we are.
And 171, there were no injuries during this confrontation.
171, copy, thank you.
So we're
You're
going
welcome,
to
2120.
get off on St. Clair. We're about a third of the way down there. And the man with the gun back on Elfeld, which is right off of Thomas and Rice Street. We'll run up there.
Asian male.
Yeah,
I copy that call.
the other call, they already had suspect had left. No injuries.
Walker Drive, white male in his 20s, dark clothing, was trying the door of a house that's for sale. I had the caller question him. Said he lived there. Caller is wearing a blue fire department shirt, and his friend in a red shirt are checking the area for the suspect.
Yeah, not everybody stops for red lights.
175.
175.
Clear Morgan Plan, Web 106, and can you put us out at team on admin details?
2142.
Now that call on Elfeld, that's a Channel 2 call, right?
Have you go to the
Correct.
domestic at 351 Wheelock?
Normally they would dispatch that on both
696.
Channel 1 and Channel 2. But they're so busy tonight that they probably didn't. Because Elfeld isn't far from Western, and remember, Western is the border there between
About 696 and Channel 1.
We're going to switch to Channel 2 here. Anything new on the Elfeld call there, Joe?
No, just same as before. Asian male, 5'3", black jacket, handgun, Currently sitting in a gray van across the street.
Gray van with a gun. It doesn't say, do we know anything else about why he's doing that?
It does not say.
697.
Just he pulled a gun on the comp.
Hey, take your parking.
1222 Niles Avenue for your vehicle parked for 4 weeks.
So 35E northbound getting off on 11th Street. Probably one of the more dangerous blind intersections here, so we definitely will not blow this one. One way going from the left to the right, so we'll get over here to this side to give ourselves a little more room. But I've seen a lot of near accidents at that intersection.
5184.
Coming the other way is just as bad. I'll look that way.
Clear.
Information is about 2 hours 11 a copy, 895 Palace, confirmed 8 to 10 shots near Milton.
Shots fired.
Or Milton and Palace.
Milton and Palace. Actually, that was right where we got off on the 35 at St. Clair. 2 blocks to the west there, we would have been there.
Took the narcotics complaint.
Clear with report. Take pending.
First squad to assist 280 at 895 Palace for shots fired.
We know for sure that there's a
clear in a few
car
minutes.
with a gun.
The comp was describing it.
600 Alpha.
286. We'll do a roll. We can handle that.
Copy.
$651 or $615?
615 Elfeld.
171.
I remember Thomas is 600.
171.
I'm gonna send you a message.
So we'll go
Have it.
go up to Como, we'll cut over to Thomas, and we'll be there.
I think there was a homicide too on Elfeld last year as well.
Actually, I might just take Charles over there.
One 171, you can disregard.
Is there an apartment number?
Just give 615. So I assume it's a house. I'm not sure.
We're going to kill the lights here so we can get in a little bit covert. Have our flashlights ready. So,
Gray van.
373 traffic.
Edmund.
York and Edgerton, 967, whiskey uniform, Romeo.
Because we're in an unmarked car, we get the advantage of maybe sneaking up on them first. This is Galtier. And Elfeld.
301, 32.
Alright, we're gonna look. We're gonna turn the radio down. Grab that plate, will you? CRP 734. This man's going to. How's it going? Okay, yeah. I don't know if you were the good guys or the bad guys. Where'd the van go?
Broke into a car. It looks like it's about a 20-minute time delay. Black
Is he there?
6 foot tall, thin, wearing all black clothing, wearing a black backpack, passing southbound.
He went inside the house with a black jacket on.
But where's his van?
His van in the front.
Of that house down there?
Yep, he pulled right there on the corner. He pulled around the front. Cause this is my last time calling y'all.
Yeah.
Cause shit, he ain't gonna be fucking with my family, bro.
Okay, but can you tell me what happened?
So, hey Angie, come here. So my son said he was walking the dog the other night, and he came towards him with a gun. He sits out here all the time.
He sits in his van?
Yeah, he had a Jeep at first. Now he got a van.
Okay.
So he came up on him with the gun, and it's about what you talking about. What you talking about? So my son ran in the house or whatever. My son ain't telling me about this incident, but tonight, my wife called me from my son's phone and said that they were scared to come home because the guy right here, he ran down here clutching like he got his gun or whatever, talking about what y'all say,
Has he got some mental illness or what?
I don't know, but
I don't know, but he sleeps out here all night.
He doesn't, he's not in a house?
No.
He in the house. He walked up to that house right there.
Yeah, I think those his
He pulled
people,
around the front,
but
and he walked in the house.
Stay
with a
out
black
here
jacket.
all night and day.
I ain't having this
And
shit.
so today, so the gun was pulled on your son?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
the other
But
night.
tonight he was pretending like he had a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's in a gray van and the van's down there? And
No, he's be parked right there with that garbage.
Is he a
can.
Hmong kid or?
Yeah.
He Hmong, something like that. Hmong, Asian, something like that.
All right. Well, we're gonna go down and check out the van here in just a minute. We're gonna wait for one more car to show up. Long as
Check him out too, because shit, I'm telling y'all, I called y'all.
Yeah.
On the grace of, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm protecting my family.
Well, no. Why would you get in trouble?
Because shit, I'm gonna beat his motherfucking ass. He fuck with my family. I gotta protect my family somehow.
So
some way.
He's not here right
Well,
now.
step one is call us.
He be right here at this garbage can that's flipped over right there.
But he would be he parks down here.
Yeah, he parks right there.
He seen me on the porch.
So he doesn't. You think he's homeless, living out of the van, and he has a gun?
Well, he
Them
has
people
those
right
people right there.
Well, when you say right there, you're talking about
That house right there on the corner, right there.
on the corner on this
Yep,
side.
The big house right there on the corner.
Okay.
So he parks from right here.
How old is the guy, sir?
About probably.
But I mean, roughly 20, 30? 30?
I know when I come over and visit my wife and my kids,
Yeah.
he's always out there. He
Well-
never said anything to me. I ain't know he said anything to them today.
Yeah.
So I rushed over here and like, okay.
I'm glad you did. That was good.
Yeah.
But you can't beat someone up unless.
I know I can't. But that's why I called y'all.
Yeah, I know. You did good.
Right.
What's your first name?
My name is LaKendrick.
LaKendra, I'm Bob.
Nice to
That's
meet you,
Joe.
Bob.
Nice to meet you too.
I'd rather call y'all, let y'all deal with it than me have to get in trouble. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love my family. I want to be out here
Yeah.
with my family.
Well, he sure shouldn't be out here threatening people. There's no doubt about that. If we can get him with a gun, that would be great.
I was doing a lot of yelling or whatever on the dispatch.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get y'all to come here fast while he was sitting
Well,
there
and
with
we
the
came
gun.
here as fast as we can, although we were on another call. But we're going to wait for the St. Paul car. We're with the sheriff's office.
Yeah. Well, he the gun in the house now. Because that's why he was right there parked when I rolled up.
But you didn't see it
Then
today.
He parked
Huh?
and he
You didn't see the gun today, though, or?
No. And he went on around the corner.
But you didn't see the guy. You saw him. He was pretending like he had a gun today. Your wife.
I ain't see a gun.
Okay.
I haven't seen a gun yet.
Did you see him walk in tonight?
I seen him walk in that house.
Okay.
right
So
now.
you got here before we just saw you.
I'm the one told her to call y'all.
Okay.
So by the time she was calling y'all, I was here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen him walk in the house
Yeah.
or whatever. He parked in the front. And
Well,
walked in the
stay
house.
right here. Don't go anywhere because the St. Paul officers, unfortunately for you, are going to want to hear exactly what you saw again before they go down there too. And we'll assist them when we check the van out, see where he's at.
Yeah, man. 'Cause this is bullshit, man.
Yeah. But everybody's very busy tonight. That's why you're getting slow response.
Yeah, man. We've been staying here for 4 years. No problem.
You been what? No
We've
problem.
been staying here for 4 years. No problem.
Yeah. This is still a pretty good neighborhood right here. We don't.
Get an idiot over here that sits out here homeless and they want to be fucking with my family. That ain't what's up.
Yeah, we don't get many calls right here.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet.
This is the first time we ever had a police call at our house.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull over to the side. Is that a squad or not? No.
No.
I'm gonna pull over here so they can get by. We're out on Elfelt. We'll wait for the squad to get here. The party with the van has moved down the block. Yeah, just turn that thing off till you need it.
166. A dangerous condition. It's like northbound Lex from F on a vehicle braking excessively, silver sedan.
So, how many kids you got?
Just two.
Two? How old are they?
21, 52.
That's a busy age, huh?
Yeah.
Do they drive yet or not?
My son, getting ready to take his driving classes, so he has his blue card now. So.
Oh, he does. Good. Do you drive with him then? Teach him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a 15-year-old son too. They drive too fast. That's all I know. You know, they don't.
He had a problem with not slowing down when he get ready to turn.
Yeah.
He just want to turn.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun to watch him learn how to drive.
Yeah. I like sitting in the back seat.
You do? You let him sit in the front? Or?
I let anybody sit in the front. I don't like being in the front seat with people.
Yeah. So what school would they go to if there was school? Washington. So what did they say? No school for them right now?
They haven't decided yet. They supposed
If you're
to
westbound,
announce
then
it,
call
Thursday,
Council 1.
which school district's going to start or which not going to start.
Well,
or how they going to start.
When you have a moment, can you call Council 1, please?
Well, I don't know, but we'll do what we can to figure out who
Looks
he
like it
is.
was going to be the homeowner.
How do you think the conflict between your son and him started? Was it just his...
My son just walked out the house. He got a problem. Something going on with him.
He always like running around that van or his vehicle.
Status on the 6-5 cars, please.
And then he stops with people that he knows?
He don't know us.
No, but I mean, this other house here.
Yeah, that's where he be at all the
People
time.
come out of there and they just get in their vehicles. Every now and then you might catch them talking to him, but other than that, they like pass him and go. So I don't know if he's been in trouble and they don't fool with him or what, but it's like he just be there day and night, 4 days in the morning, all day. He had this little Honda truck.
Do you know the difference between Hmong and Korean? Does he speak good English?
No, we don't talk to him.
No.
Nobody ever said anything to him. The first time I didn't even had this, I still ain't talked to him.
The little words he said was understandable.
Yeah. Well, that's good. The squads are on their way here. It's just that if the van was to leave, we'd stop it, just so you know.
He right around the corner.
The van, his van is gone.
He parked in the front.
Well, I'm going to go look for the van, okay? We'll be right back. I thought you said it was right there in the street.
No, that's his family van right there.
Hey.
Say this house here in the corner.
Or is it this one right here? Well, there's a van right there.
That might be him right here.
Was that the cops? Get your flashlight, Joe. That's him. $2,400. We're going to be out on Elfelt and LaFond. Echo Sierra Mike 921. It's a gray Odyssey van. We're not sure if this is it, but we're going to check it out. There's one party in it.
I copy.
Share car right in front, the other north. And then put me on the burrito one.
Yep.
With the cop on it.
He's on your side, Joe, so.
We're in service, reserve badge 930, and I'll be the South Park closer.
2057. Area check to GOA. 2056. About
280.
Just a single caller. No evidence of any shots been fired down here. No injuries. 207's been notified. It'll be clear on the cat. 288 can take it dangerous at Raspberry Island.
No, 373, check your status.
634 will be out with 2400.
Copy.
634, we're good on south.
$44.80 checking status. $286.
286.
Can you circle 1368 Pleasant? We have 3 females, 2 males physically fighting. They're currently inside the house.
Copy.
About 373, your status.
Echo 4.
Guy down there doesn't live with his family. He's very passionate and emotional about his family being messed with. So, yeah, but it's and so apparently spots out here sometime around the corner. He knows, they said he knows somebody from some different parks here in the city here. He's usually in the van. I mean, if you want to talk to them, great. I just want to let you know what. But I just said they did not actually see the gun. But I wouldn't. He wasn't.
5183.
See you comp Winter Gas Station on harassment, I believe.
Copy.
Show me out to HQ with property.
Copy, HQ, switch on.
Case number is 159079.
Repeat, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yellow, black dress, and jean jacket. How you doing?
What? 2364.
Citizen at 1411, go for it.
22.
8194 traffic.
8194.
Search report in Old Highway 8 with 049 Nora Edward.
Twenty two three.
You just showed up. No. No. Oh, the sheriff might be filming. Why? Whoops.
Code 23.
Copy.
Clear with 378. You come in at PPZ at 390. Maryland, please.
Speedway, Carjackings.
Come back. Yeah. Crash somewhere else.
Yeah. 2363, 2162. Six 62. Photo Canada Road in Edgerton and a male and female fighting. Six 60 copy. There's also a vehicle there, large wheels, with all the doors open. One
171.
Code GOA for 511 166. Send your APD in Aurora.
Aurora. And it sounds like there is a dispute over who was driving the vehicle, but nobody is actively arguing.
Copy.
2207.
.39 Pleasant View Drive. Female caller calling for the elderly neighbor who came over and said she was afraid of being assaulted by a granddaughter. Another comp says the grandmother ran away from that address. It's going to be the elderly female. Suffers from dementia. 2600. Oh, 809.
809?
We clear with Suffolk.
2020.
Where you going?
267, I'm arriving.
That wasn't quite as far as we anticipated.
I forgot about his knife.
2360. 2360.
What happened?
Get a better description of where this is at.
Huh?
Shoot up and down Edgerton, Mechanic Road. Not finding any vehicle. The door's open or anybody fighting. Okay. Squad 271.
271.
Should be clear from this. You can send us a 911 at the Domino.
242 West 7th at 2209.
I'm in Maryland, just west of Arkwright with Bravo Foxtrot Mike 895.
Maryland, just west of Arkwright, 2209.
I'll be clear, says you can cancel 6-2 and I'll take its place.
So we have to convince him to leave the area. So he's homeless, but he's had a conflict with those neighbors, obviously. So using every lever we can. Yeah, that was a pocket knife on the hood. It wasn't a magazine, but
Running around outside.
Pocket knife. We returned his pocket knife to
Black
him.
male in his 20s, medium build, wearing a black shirt, black pants, and a red head scarf. 22.
He's obviously...
Oh
my goodness. Going back in the wrong direction.
Class spot, try to get.
Jesus Christ.
Text me in the area. 634.
60.
Clear this advised. No gun was seen. Mark for 2400 and 628. Clear.
2211.
Alright, well, the good news is he's out of the area. We might just go back and say goodnight to the complainants, make sure that they're satisfied and comfortable.
Any luck with the cop? Haven't heard back yet.
Gotta sanitize my hands from the body search.
I'll clear this out and found it for now. Okay.
Go to. Just like to bring closure before we go. One more. All right. Hopefully they're happy customers. All right, well, we have sent him on his way.
All right.
And we followed him a while, so he's out of here. We've told him not to come back here. If he
We'll give y'all a call if he come back.
yeah, give us a call. And here's the thing, you know, number one, he is homeless.
Yeah.
He ain't doing too well himself, so he's got probably some desperation there.
Well, he's on some drugs. That's what I heard.
Well, he could be on some medication. I don't doubt that. He didn't have a gun in the van. We did search the van. That is his sister's house, he says. But we didn't actually check him for insurance. because right now with COVID, we don't arrest people, but we did tell him that if he comes back, we're going to run his registration for insurance. And if he does...
outside here.
Huh?
He sleeps outside here
Yeah.
on the block here.
So if he doesn't, I mean, just because of the conflict, we don't want you end up beating him up. We don't want him getting mad.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're using his... We're guessing he doesn't have insurance just because he's homeless, so that's a lever to keep him away from you. But, you know, it's a sad story in reality, right?
Yeah, it is. But we got kids here.
Right.
You know,
I got kids, he got kids.
I got kids here.
Well, I'd do the same thing if I was you. So,
All
but
right. Thank you so
he does
much.
have relatives. He says he has other relatives that he can go stay with. So that was a good.
Over there and stop fucking with my family.
Yeah. All right.
That's dangerous.
God bless. Good luck with that 16 and 17-year-old there.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, man. What's your name?
So, 10:14. I know this video. We might try to see if the video can run after 4 hours. I don't know what. We're gonna give it a test run tonight. Stop at 11, and then see if we can start it up. Really not sure how Facebook does.
I'm in code 4 for now. I'll take one more card.
Looks like that bus is stopped.
Sure does.
Let's see if they got a problem. See if there's a problem. You okay, partner?
Yes, sir.
Did you break down or what?
Yeah, I just hit the sign, so just pick all up, so they send in some other bus. The bus is right here.
All right, very,
Another bus here.
very good.
All right.
Thank you.
Stop. Charlie Henry 724, cops alert for weapons involved. Subject citizen harm officers. We're going to be by Kowalski's off Viper. Squad 271.
271.
You can clear this SNR, and we'll be on traffic. Smith and Chippewa, Minnesota, Delta Zulu Papa 322.
Smith and Chippewa 2260.
There's Susie.
There she is.
Copy 166. Can for
I'm gonna let her go to Joe's side.
For vehicle versus fence. It's building's leggy, but building's fine and no injuries. Vehicle's a Toyota Camry.
How's it going, Suze? Not in a talking mood tonight. Put the red lights on, so I think she's.
Copy. Can you advise the same as the person on 366 and 364 on the list for?
Affirm, it's Emma Anita.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's who they're looking for.
I don't know what that is
It's
again.
the same person, 366.
You got it, Ram?
Copy that one.
271.
271.
We stopped at George and Smith.
Copy.
That's the White Bear traffic stop?
Yeah, I recognize
We're
The
out with the red.
cops
If you
lit
want
on.
to come up here and meet up with us? Right, right up there.
Oh, that's one copy. Switch to 17.
Squad 189.
Good.
Are you code 4 on your current call?
Did we get cleared for this? They clear us all?
Copy and thank you.
I believe we got a big mark. It should be clear. Let me double check.
Get it cleared to everybody, hopefully. I don't know. We haven't been to the east side yet. We got to get over there a little bit. We've been everywhere else.
Well, we got a special request from Eric Brott's wife.
Okay.
Shout out. So KB, if you're watching, shout out to KB.
5180. Clear GOA, I'm replacing 83. She's aware, driving. What did you think? Okay. Is there someone with the IBIS who can stop by?
Kristen just...
I'm going to call. We got a missing person that we can work on. What was you going to say?
Yeah.
Looking for an IBIS?
What do you got?
Yeah, if you can check with county or state. 2360. 2360. St. Paul Channel 3 is looking for an IBIS.
Who's Kristen?
I'll head down there. Maryland and Arcade.
Well, is she texting you?
She,
is that my wife? Or
no,
what?
it's a group text. No, from the missing person from earlier.
Okay. So where's Chris? What's she saying? Give me the information. We've been looking for a missing young lady. So she's at Cub on the east side. Is that what that says?
Yes, I'm not sure if she means the missing person or just her.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna find out here. Who's that text from? The Madeline?
378. You can cancel that IBIS.
2360 from Hunter Channel 3.
Hello?
Hey, Madeline, this is Bob Fletcher, and before you say anything more, just so you know, I'm on patrol, but I'm on Facebook Live, so anything you say, they'll be able to hear. So we just got a group text. Is your friend at Cub, or who's at Cub?
Yeah, so Grace is at Cub. Levy and I are in my car. We just left because my mom took me to my home, so we're not at there right now. We're on our way back to Cub to get just home. And Grace just called me and said that she got Emma and that she's really drunk, but she's in the car with them right now, and we're heading to Cub.
All right, well, I can probably get there just as fast just to make sure she doesn't run. We'll certainly turn her over to you. But where are you coming from?
I'm on Maryland Avenue right now. Like I was right about to get on 35, and then I turned around and now I'm back. I'm by the burgers on Arcade Street.
Pulled out a gun and pistol whipped her. Left 5 minutes ago on a motorized minibike.
All right, so I'll meet you guys there. Is she in front of the Cub or what?
They must be near the entrance, I'm guessing. We're about to be there in like less than 5 minutes.
All right.
She didn't give me details. She just said she found her.
I'll tell you, can you just
she's in the car.
Stay on the phone with me until you get there, will you? So
I will.
Let's go. Was she with that guy or was she by herself? Hard to say.
They didn't say. Lydia's asking right now. Okay, we're getting there.
Is this the Cub at 1177?
Yeah.
530, can you hear the address again, please?
235 West 5th Street.
Well, that's good. She found her. How'd she find her?
The copy. Thank you.
Just walking into the Cub. I think they must have gotten out of the car and like grabbed her or something.
Yeah.
I'm about to get all the details once I pull up here. I was a little farther than I thought.
And pistol whipped her left on a motorized minibike.
All right. Well, that would be awesome. So, what's the plan? Take her back to the aunt's house, or take her to detox, or?
We're not sure. It's definitely something her parents got to decide. I recommend they take her to detox or do something, like, because just taking her back to a house sounds like dumb. But, I will find out what is even going on here. just, I got a frantic call from her just saying, we got her, come back to Cub right now. And then we were like, oh God, okay.
All right.
And that she was drunk. We knew that.
All right, well, I will, are you almost there now or not?
We keep hitting red lights. I'm on Johnson Parkway now, so I'm getting closer.
You see those red lights in your rearview mirror?
Yeah, I see flashing lights. Oh, yeah, back behind a bit. Back behind.
Yeah,
There's a lot of cops out over here.
Well, those are me.
Okay.
Those red lights.
Then you're right behind me.
All right.
Do you want me to, move over?
No, you go ahead and go. And I got, well, I'll just sneak over on this. Is that you right there in the Toyota?
Yep. That's me.
All right. That light should change for you.
Oh. Cool.
All right, well, it's great you guys found her.
I know. I'm so happy that she's, at least alive.
Yeah, I'm going to turn my lights off so she doesn't panic. We don't want her to panic.
Okay.
But,
yeah, good idea. Okay, so they're in Bridget's car, correct? In the black Jeep?
Well, the squads are here. It looks like something else is going on, huh?
Maybe.
You find Bridget, okay? Oh, there's a Jeep to the left.
Okay. I'm parking right over here. We're done. Get out.
You find the missing? You're good. Thank you. Thank you. You think you got enough help here? It's good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Nice to see you.
You guys live?
Yeah, we are. You find the missing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't freak out.
Are you going to take her to detox or what are you going to do?
Where is she?
Which car is she? I'm just talking to Madeline, her friend.
Is that thing voice recording?
Just in the squad here, yeah. But now once you're out, yeah. So, well, we're going to close the windows and we won't have a problem. Just in there. See you later, thank you. So, well, missing person was found. Friends are ecstatic. So,
can I call somebody?
A lot of St. Paul cars were looking for her. We had 4 of our investigators assigned to help search for today. So, honestly, when you're missing a young lady, finding her is
White female 67.
it's all good.
White address. She does have a history of suicidal ideations and attempts.
Bravo 616 EOT.
Alright.
They got the code for what was the medical reason?
Feeling under the weather.
So, Lake Phelan here. I don't know if you remember the first Ice Palace, 1986. Well, I shouldn't say the first one. The first one was 1886. But the first big one that was able to be built was back here in Lake Phelan in 1986. My dad, Bob Fletcher Sr., who worked for the Corps of Engineers, was the project engineer. He wasn't the architect or the designer, but he was the overall project engineer. Charlie Hall, former Boreas Charlie Hall, put the team together. Tom Keller, Austin Keller Construction, built the palace. Bill Lalonde from Highland Electric did the lighting. And for those of you that are on, probably the most spectacular ice palace because of the venue that it was at in Phelan here with the beautiful background. So 8,000 lights, timed and music. And
2940 EOT.
Of course, then in 1992 we built another one down at Harriet Island for the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl, the 1992 Super Bowl. Sort of the Super Palace.
I'll take your AOA.
Probably with the squad's back, 668 Central, you're going to check the area for a possible stolen vehicle reported by OnStar. It's going to be 199 Victor Mike, coming back as the black Acadia.
Did she say it's stolen?
Copy.
Check that one, will you do?
161. 161.
Bus 280.
280.
Joseph, if you are listening and we end up getting cut off around 11, just remember we are going to try to log back on and stream live after a little bit after 11. I know some of you want to go to bed. God bless you.
Squad witness 111 Cesar Chavez for domestic.
But
unknown at the suspect.
we probably work a little later, like till 1 o'clock. Work a few hours later.
Copy now.
2232.
What time was that call?
Shots fired, 1108 pain or what?
4480. 4480.
Actually.
Transporting one
That was
adult
a while
female
ago.
to 35W and University.
I thought I heard a stolen somewhere.
Let's go by 1108 pain. I was by there earlier tonight.
Is 80.
And the Hell's Outcasts were there. It's kind of a motorcycle gang group that they're getting a little older now. As one of their members, Tommy Veneman, told me, they're getting a little wiser too. But they were in the parking lot of Porky's there earlier tonight on their way to a funeral down in Hastings. And And they said they might be back. So, back to Porky's. So, it's always an interesting conversation with the outcasts.
2 vehicles. 36 that you're asking for?
Do you have the male's last name? 2233.
Back in Maryland and Arcade. I'll have to go west on
Our
Maryland.
victim says Outlaw Sutherland.
What's that say? How many shots? 20 shots?
20 shots.
Coming from
271, did you copy that?
north of the address?
Negative.
26, can you repeat that last name?
Not unusual to actually get shots fired in that Payne and Maryland area. That address north on Payne, is that still trouble?
Daniel, Outlaw
1300 block,
Sutherland.
or they calmed down?
Well, ever since was it the SA or Holiday? SA there at Payne and Geranium, that closed down. Then Payne and Rose, there's Decora's Chicken. It's been relatively quiet the last couple summers compared to the last month before that.
All right. There's some bright lights there.
7126.
So 12, Maryland's 1200 north. We're going to area of 1108.
I made contact with the phone number on my
The party did say the shots were north, which is really in this park here. It's not unusual.
321, can you log me off so I can log on, please?
321, I'm not showing you logged on, but I'll try.
It's 11:30 here.
Our victim saying all black clothing, black shirt, black pants. As all she remembers.
Where's that at? Central District.
271 copy. And we have the males detained by code 4.
Copy. Male detained code 4, 7th and Wall, 2230.
Higher ground.
7th and Wall. That's the. Yeah, it is really weird right here. Porky's looks like some of them just pulling out.
You can cancel. It's gonna be GOA. Clear report, replacing 85. He's aware. I'm in the area. Dispatch, can you open that back up for me so I can add some comments?
Copy that.
.515 Chandler Court, 73-year-old female, dizzy.
Pending case.
16.
Brunson's Pub there. I highly recommend Brunson's Pub for lunch or dinner. Right there on Payne Avenue. And I hear Ward 6 is opening up again too. Did you hear that?
I did hear that, but I don't believe it's called Ward. It's going to be called...
No, it's going to be called something else. Ward 6 is opening again. ESB it's going to be called, huh? Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 10 for dine-in and take-out.
And 5181, if medics have not been staged yet on this, can we get them started routine? Okay.
This squad says to 123 West Rose. Cop saw a male breaking into a blue Honda. Front of the address, 20 to 30-year-old black male, no shirt and shorts. On northeast
123 West Rose, which isn't too far from where the shots fired.
260 back.
Well, that's West Rose.
West Rose.
That's over by Rice Street. Rice Street. This is... we really shouldn't be the first car to most of these calls. It just demonstrates how tied up a lot of the squads are. Keep having that conversation.
286.
286.
Our suspect's name is Daniel James. I'll spell the last name for you. Outlansodierline. And she's unsure of the date of birth. Supposedly wearing black shirt, black glittery pants is what she said. Mixed race male. Handgun.
Where's that one at?
I think it's the
232.
271.
Both direction and supposedly moped type.
232.
271, we copy. This is not our party.
Yeah, it's different.
But we do have another moped over here, so could possibly be in one of these tents. We'll add the suspect upon number of the call, though.
Is that at higher ground?
That one was the one.
Copy.
So westbound on Maryland from Payne. So state troopers, obviously. You're seeing these red lights up here. When we came by earlier, it was the state troopers that had somebody pulled over. Not unusual for them to work traffic on 35, but then have the person pull off up onto Maryland.
Let's go to 2 a.m. 10 a.m. I can take another pending.
Squad was just to Raspberry Island. There's 3 juveniles using skateboards to break glass out of the gazebo.
Juveniles using skateboards to break glass out of the gazebo at Raspberry. I know we have one viewer that's very interested in Raspberry Island. And because he's texted me a couple times about getting down there. So well, we're going to hurry on to 123 Rose as long as nobody's there yet. See if we can catch. What kind of car is he breaking into?
2360. 2360.
So, Rice Street is 140 west. So, 123 Rose. Rose is 1 block south. And 123 will be. See if we can get through here without.
That call came on a long time ago.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like a priority 3 call, so they hold it. So the reality is the odds of that guy still being there are pretty slim. Yeah, and they got to hold it because the squads are tied up on so many other things. But
what's going on with it?
We'll still give it our best.
That's why you're in a main.
So,
let's go again.
Keep in mind,
123
will be on the north side of the street.
Between a male and female
140 is the corner. Joe, you got your flashlight ready? Let's see.
From Broadway, just east of Speedway.
We'll turn our volume down a little bit so we can sneak up. I don't know where my flashlight went.
Prior,
in here somewhere. Should be right here, Joe. What do we got? What's this address here?
Corner by the Salvation Army.
121.
Next one here. What kind of car were they breaking into?
It was a Honda Civic, I believe.
That's probably it right there. We'll just check it out. I don't see anybody around. The call's pretty cold. So we'll put our lights on. See my flashlight up there anywhere?
Yeah, I do right here. Is this it?
Behind the address.
that is. Fletcher here.
It's Lynn.
I know, Lynn. How are you?
Oh, good. I just slipped down there.
This car was big engine.
Steven, which car?
Ain't much left of that car. How long has it been since you called, David? That long? Yeah, they're on different calls. They were bringing the parts over?
564. I am out with the two of them. Things are pretty calm right now. When I'm
Yeah, they're really busy. That's why we were in another call. And then you're live on Facebook. You want to say anything to Dee Walsh? She's probably watching.
She called.
She called? She told you? How are you doing? He's the caller. There's the car up there. I'm going to leave you with this officer. It's about an hour and a half old, they said.
Say hi to Dee for me when you get in. Oh, hey, Bob.
Yeah. Yes. We'll talk more. That too. Good idea. We'll call you.
Okay.
Thanks. All right.
Thanks for coming, Bob.
You bet, Lynn. All right. The office St. Paul's here, so see you. It's this car right here, as you can see. Apparently they've been taking this car apart and then taking the parts over to the other side of the street.
Sorry, which squad?
I'm sure the officer will check to see who owns it.
There ain't much left to it.
They got all the wheels. Oh my goodness. They got all the wheels. It's probably going to end up being a stolen.
Whoa!
Is that a gun or a firework? Sounded like a firework.
23 going forward.
But, oh, these kids probably lit them off. Were you lighting off fireworks?
No.
Did you hear one or not? Where was it? That way?
Over there.
That way?
We're just here, girls. We're just
This way, then
we're just here to help. Okay, that's why we heard a shot. We think it's fireworks. We're the police. We're just here to help you. So don't be afraid of us. Okay. That's the smile I wanted to see. Thanks.
So the people are about 8 minutes in a dark green Toyota Corolla.
I guess.
That was Lynn Connolly that was there, and her son that called the police. Some great rice treaters, good friends, happen to be the complainants. Dee Walsh, if you're listening, and Gidget, if you're listening, she said to say hi. Joe's got to put his seatbelt on. Yeah.
As soon as flashlight away.
That call. How old was that call, Joe? That's just. When did that call come in?
8:30.
8:30. That call on people. I want you to imagine this. That call for people stealing parts off a car, breaking into a car, came in at 8:30. And what time did it get dispatched?
Well, it was dispatched. I mean, right away by priority, but it was by the time an officer actually was responding.
What time was it dispatched? It was just dispatched now.
I don't know. What time did we pull up?
Well, yeah. So there's actually arrival time in there somewhere, but anyhow, so it's an hour and a half. Like he said, it was an hour and a half before that call got dispatched. That's just not acceptable when you got someone stealing parts off a car and somebody calls. I hope we're all in agreement that we need
5'7", medium build.
We need enough staff to be able to handle those kind of calls. So just a reminder for those of you that are still with us, we are going to log off at a little after 11, save the video, and then we'll log back on.
Third party was served for a domestic, 290 Birmingham Street, apartment number 3. Boyfriend was trying to get in, broke Tom's window, arrived on foot, siege mill, short hair, possibly outside.
364, we're out. What time it burns in Earl?
Happy with the parties, Burns and Earl. There's whether can go to the domestic, 290 Birmingham.
So here's the thing.
323, give me a minute here. I'll head to that.
If you don't want the police to be defunded,
323, copy. There's whether be able to.
You gotta let people know.
Yeah, 312.
That's just the reality.
Thank you.
Those discussions are taking place all over the country and in urban cities, certainly including ours. I was told today, oof, like a bag of food. I haven't seen it in the paper yet, but Assistant Chief Knight said that Minneapolis was laying off 30 community service officers and had canceled their academy. So, and of course, you know, the city council there is debating whether to put on the ballot to dismantle the police department. And if that initiative fails on dismantling, they intend to cut down to the required charter minimum of 737, which would be a 150-person cut of the Minneapolis Police Department. Hard to imagine that. Less people on the street means longer response time, less people caught, less cases solved, more serious injury to people. It's just not a good scenario.
What?
271.
So, Winnipeg's all quiet.
We got one in custody and we're out with a stolen moped. 373.
373.
I'll be following the rig down to United.
Copy, United 2052.
Is there a fight there, Joe?
Where are they?
Right here in Earl? Oh, it's down in Earl?
Yeah, they're
for any recovery of a stolen moped.
They're out. We're good.
Let me log in Charlie on the number.
Alright, so when we stop, we're going to take a break here, go use the restroom.
To assist 213 at 1640 Cumberland for 2 males on the patio, smoking and being loud.
We're going to get some Fountain Pops, some Twinkies.
West 224.
And we'll start up again. So when you come back on, if you think your friends would enjoy it, just be sure you share it. We'll work another couple hours till 1 o'clock. See what happens.
9681 checking your status.
Anyone have any other word? No. She's going to answer no.
Copy.
These are some Somali kids. Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys tonight?
Good. How about you, sir?
Good. No complaints. No complaints. Is this your girlfriend?
No, it's my cousin.
Oh, she's very pretty, isn't
Thank
she?
you very much.
Yeah. What's going on tonight? Anything?
Nothing. Just getting gas.
Getting gas?
Yeah, I got work tonight.
All right.
Security.
She's got you got a cough? You got the COVID?
Whoa. 6 feet apart.
See you guys.
You guys have a nice night.
That wasn't a good cough that young lady had. We don't want to spend too much
534.
much time around her. Everybody's dancing to the music. Susie Beeler's gonna have to go home pretty soon.
123.
123.
I just drove by the area. Your suspicious activity at 370 Marshall Avenue. Looks like the suspects are going to be GOA. You can mark it clear. And then no BWC.
Way for mail that was brought at gunpoint at that address. He's stating he's requesting a check for the mail that's still there. He's no longer on scene there.
No, that's not ours. We were in a child custody with me.
Copy.
Busy place.
$44.80.
4480.
Heading transferred 80882.
2255.
We're going to take this spot. We're going to log off quickly. Thank you very much for watching us. If you decide to go to sleep, we completely understand. You can watch the replay in the morning. Of course, there's nothing like not knowing what's going to happen next. But, so 651-448-3810. Or leave comments on there. My wife tries to read the comments in the morning so we can respond to them. But we'll log back on. If you'll log back on in a minute, if you're not on our page getting notified, you definitely can just go to my Facebook page, Bob Fletcher Facebook page. Thanks so much. Say hi to Joe. Say goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.